She took a selfie with a tsunami. This is not a tsunami. Are you happy? I slid into a curb or something. Tom didn't actually crash his car. The original images from Reddit. Genius idea. Engine without an engine. This video is altered. An engine cannot accelerate without an energy source. Riley Gaines is a man. Riley Gaines is a woman. An adult human female. A groundhog named Chunk has been stealing a farmer's crop from Delaware for 4 years and eats it right in front of a surveillance camera. The groundhog isn't stealing. The owner planted a garden especially for Chunk and his family. Chunk's girlfriend is called Nibbles, by the way. They have 4 kids. So apparently you need minerals and electrolytes in your water to get hydrated. Lol, otherwise you're just filling up your bladder. Plain water is enough for hydration and doesn't need anything added to make it so. This is why you should do a 15-minute baking soda soak to clean your produce. The brown color of the water is likely due to the natural presence of anthocyanin, turning the water brown due to a chemical reaction developing. Drone footage from Greensfield, Iowa, shows the damage after an alleged tornado leveled the community. It was not an alleged tornado, it was a tornado. Meet the Hagmaxes. Gen Z's new social trend of dating older women. This is a fake news article created as a joke on 4chan. Nadia stinks up an entire pool. Can you name a nastier streamer? Nadia has something in her pocket that she dispersed in the water. This is clearly just a prank / skit and was planned. Haram. 2 women pilots flying the plane. These 2 female pilots have nothing to do with the plane incident in the video. The crashed plane was piloted by a male. Godzilla Minus One has become the most pirated movie in the world. Godzilla Minus One has become the most pirated movie of the week. He was reportedly spotted flying economy on Spirit. This is not Spirit Airlines. It is an A330. It is unknown at this time if the person in the picture is truly Mr. Beast. What is on the moon? This is a CGI video created by an artist and posted on Instagram. Sushi date. Handling chopsticks is bad manner in Japan. This is done when grabbing cremated bones and is associated with death in Japan. By the way, this is the thing that makes lab meat. Most food goes through machines such as this. Organic natural meat such as pork also goes through processes such as this. To him, height-wise, she's a child. Bro clearly has predator tendencies. 6'8" with my wife, 4'11", making sandwiches in the kitchen. Women do not have to achieve certain levels of height to achieve maturity to start dating. The woman pictured is an adult. That doesn't mean the man pictured is attracted to children. Man almost gets attacked by a herd of forest cows. There are no actual forest cows. Wild cows have not existed in Europe, North or South America and most of Asia since the 15th century. I build algorithms that pick out winning sports bets. They have over a 90% winning rate so far. They're all free. Follow me to use them. There is virtually no possibility that a 90% win rate is sustainable. The ad is misleading and can cause people to lose money because of it. Oh my god. This video is from a video game. Have you ever wondered what happened to all the fireflies you used to see as a kid? Trust me, you don't want to know. Firefly populations are reduced due to insecticides and light pollution. It's not a conspiracy by billionaires, but by human-made factors that can be reduced or avoided. The US military is literally a cheat code for life. You can give up 4 years of your time and get a pension for the rest of your life that's good enough to live comfortably in 90% of the world. And having it at the age of 21 or 22. The requirement to receive a pension in the US military is 20 years of service. DoorDash driver refuses to give customers alcohol because he seemed drunk. Per DoorDash's alcohol delivery guidelines, delivery drivers may be held criminally liable if they provide alcohol to a person who is underage, intoxicated, or leave out God gave us hands for a reason. Use them. This is what Liver King is having for dinner today. The diet promoted is unhealthy, and the results are only achievable through steroids, which the Liver King has admitted to using. Raw liver has over 20 times RDI of vitamin A and approximately 11 times the RDI of copper, which can put you at risk for serious health problems. Life hack: have 2 coffees and then instantly go to bed. This will give you the energy you need for a good night's sleep. This will not improve your sleep experience, but significantly worsen it. 2 cups of coffee, 300 mg of caffeine, will reduce your sleep by at least 1 hour. It is recommended to not consume caffeine after 5 p.m. Whoa, undercover spies at Walmart. The lady in this video is speaking Russian, not Ukrainian. She was caught shoplifting and is getting arrested. Helldivers 2 is the best RPG of 2024. Do you agree? Helldivers 2 is a PvE squad-based shooter not an RPG. Trigger warning. Friendly reminder that blood is a slur. Blood is not a slur. This post is engagement bait / rage bait. Let's go. URL has finally been changed to x.com. There is now zero excuse for people to be calling this app Twitter. X.com still currently redirects to twitter.com. Source, x.com. Kick streamer Neon has been pronounced dead this afternoon in a Dubai jail cell due to the severe flooding. Prayers are sent to his family and may he rest in peace. There has been no confirmation of this. This post is baiting attention with a shocking unverified claim. The death toll from the recent flooding across the UAE has reached 18. In 2010, Jeremy Clarkson showed us how man-made clouds are produced on land. NASA playing God. The video shows rocket engine testing at NASA's John C. Stennis Space Center with harmless steam. Good morning to the haters from my private movie theater. This dude getting community noted on every tweet is incredible. It is visible in the camera lens that my private movie theater is not in fact his nor much private. It is a shared screening room. Two high school seniors solved a mathematical puzzle that was thought to be impossible for 2,000 years. This puzzle was solved 15 years ago. Hearing that the Northern Lights were coming to the UK, I had to make it as best an experience as I could. Took a day off work to drive as far north as I could. Taken on my phone with a tripod, and astrophotography mode. The 4 images are not photographs taken in 2024, but were captured or digitally created by other authors previously. Portal opens in Geneva, Switzerland. This video does not show a portal opening. It is an animation originally created by a digital artist and was first published on Instagram. In Namibia, before a marriage, they perform a ritual. The groom lies on the floor and the bride's sister dances on top of him. If he gets excited, the wedding is cancelled because it means he would be easily unfaithful. Would you pass the test? This video does not depict a pre-marriage ceremony. This video is from a music festival. 4 robots in a Japanese lab that were being developed for military application went rogue and killed 29 people even after they had been deactivated, and we never heard anything about it. There is no evidence that robots designed for military use recently shot and killed 29 people in Japan. Video footage that purposely supported such a claim was partially computer generated and didn't show actual robots attacking humans. The last photo I shared of Michelle Obama pregnant was community noted, so here is the official and only picture of Michelle Obama being pregnant. This photo was made with AI. If one looks at the link, they can see a zoomed in image of Barack Obama's ear. It is not natural. Here's what happens if you import 800,000 people a year into the UK and don't invest in public services. This train became so dangerously overcrowded. Half the passengers were ordered off. The absolute state of this country. There is zero evidence that crowded trains are linked to immigration. Creepy Star Wars facts you probably didn't know. 1. Actor Jake Lloyd played young Anakin Skywalker in The Phantom Menace, but at the age of 12, he retired from acting due to bullying and destroyed all of his Star Wars memorabilia. Years later, he was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia after being involved in a high-speed car chase with police. Jake Lloyd's mother has stated that his leave from acting was unrelated to bullying and Star Wars. She also said that he still likes Star Wars. Nobody can explain why the trees and vegetation in between these houses aren't burning. For your information, wood burns easily. Such observations from the fires on the Hawaiian Islands are not unusual. Wildfires often spew fiery embers that hit large targets like homes and cars. Trees that catch fire are typically not completely vaporized, in part because of their water content. Wait until I show you the real reason they made Britney Spears go crazy and the disturbing method they used. Matt Wallace notoriously farms engagement and money by claiming he will release shocking information without then revealing anything. Good morning. This account is a fake account, also called a catfish account, which is posting images in order to farm engagements and followers, and most of such kind of fake accounts later changed the username or sell their accounts. Paul Rudd is officially voicing Pac-Man in the upcoming live-action Pac-Man movie. The movie is set to release in 2025. This is false. The Hollywood Reporter has not announced Paul Rudd as Pac-Man. Their last article on the film was its announcement in 2012. What? What am I saying? In 2022, Trump. All I know about magnets is this. Give me a glass of water. Let me drop it on the magnets. That's the end of the magnets. Magnets work underwater and are not affected by water. Magnet fields are not the same as electrical circuits. If you're wondering if this picture was Photoshopped, the egg-shaped sun answers that for you. There is no sun pictured in the original image. Taylor Swift wore T earrings at the 87th show of the Eras Tour. That is a cross. Bayer is in their name, so it's not that at all. There's no similar example because luckily there's no club in England cringe enough to have a company in its name. Vauxhall Motors FC are a club in England with a company in its name. If you watch anime, you are a predator. Anime is not being a predator, as the subjects are fictional. It is the chosen primary narrative medium in Japan. Furthermore, engagement farming is not allowed as per X rules. This community note is to prevent verified accounts such as these from getting ad revenue from them. See how solid the cars you ride are. This video comes from a vehicle simulation game. It uses simplified, soft body physics compared to professional simulation softwares, which doesn't always give realistic results. Say it again. I swear to God I don't make these up. Hi, I'm bad at these, so I'll keep it short. Me, work as an IT consultant. I have 1 baby girl and 4 cats. I am vegan and on a gluten and lactose-free diet. You, professional and educated, not in a dead-end job. This image used in this Tinder profile is available on stock photography sites. Therefore, it is highly likely this image is crafted to be rage bait, to get you to engage with the post out of anger and earn revenue for its poster. Look closely at Saturn's hexagon-shaped North Pole. The universe does not work how you were told. Saturn's hexagon is a completely natural occurrence and has been recited in labs. Interesting. This is called forced perspective, where an object is photographed from a tilted angle. The parts of the object closer to the camera will appear larger than those further away. If you watch the original, no questions arise. This photo has been cropped. Survive and strike back. The actual gameplay of Evany is entirely different from what is shown in the video. This is a false advertisement. An anomaly in the ocean to the west of Africa. Size, bigger than Texas. Waves and swells to 25 plus feet. Lasted from Tuesday at 7 PM till Thursday. It moved. What is it? It's Godzilla. The anomaly was caused by a modeling error in the application. This has been confirmed by the creators of the application, with everyone debating the justification of dropping atomic bombs on Japan. Let's not forget what happened to the camera. Camera setups used to capture nuclear weapons testing in the US were specifically designed to withstand intense effects from the bombs. Cameras were encased in steel and positioned on towers rooted in the ground with concrete, as outlined in the classified military reports. Developing. Rick Ross describes a fighter jet shooting his private plane out of the sky before miraculously surviving the crash landing. Rick Ross' plane had emergency crash landing on May 3rd. Rick Ross jokingly made this video, blaming Drake for the incident. Upgrade your drilling experience today with our efficient universal drilling bits and enjoy hassle-free drilling in any material. They're just dropshipping. This product is being marketed by a dropshipping outlet, typically sourcing its inventory from platforms like AliExpress. Be aware that there's a risk that products may be counterfeit, unfit for use, and lack legal safety compliance. Okay, I'm not crazy, right? I don't want to do this stretch. The second image has been edited. That stretch is not for breaking your thumb ligament. It's called Finkelstein maneuver, and it's a helpful test to diagnose bro, what? To diagnose Quevane tendinitis, or first dorsal compartment tendinitis, named after the Swiss surgeon. I'm so sorry. Nuggets and Max are saving life. This video is a misuse of the Red Cross logo and a specific violation of the terms of the Hague and Geneva Conventions. MMA org fed fighters fast food between rounds. This is not an MMA organization. It is a Polish charity freak fight event called Bita Smitanka, where influencers and viewers fight with funny additions for the content. What of the third event from which the photos come from? So who was raising your child while you were out cheating on your wife with white women at Kendrick Lamar? Kendrick's child was born in 2019 while in his song Mother I Sober. He admits cheating on his wife in what seems to be the GKMC/TPAB errors, which were years before his son was born. Cover Corporation should stop making nonsensical claims like, don't use AI in fan art, your AI art has no value. Such statements only create new instances of slander on social media. This person is impersonating another artist and is training an IA model over the original artist. Blog is going to be deleted as a feature, except for DMs. Elon Musk cannot do this. The feature to block someone on this site is required as a social media app to be allowed on the App Store and the Google Play Store. Meme coins. Beware of Soulja Boy. On August 24th, 2011, Jim Carrey told Emma Stone if he was a lot younger, and that she would thank God that he was the appropriate age for her if he could date her and do the deed with her. Jim Carrey made this video about Emma Stone in August of 2011 and explained that it was meant as a joke. Emma Stone said in 2012 that she was not offended. The Princess of Wales is seen out and about for the first time since she revealed her cancer diagnosis. This photograph was taken and published in November 2023. The first trailer for Barry Jenkins' Jenkins live-action Lion King prequel, Mufasa, The Lion King, in theaters December 20. This movie is not live-action. Can you name one country in the Americas or Africa that Russia occupied/colonized? Can't. Thought so. During its expansion period, Russia has subjugated and exploited many indigenous people inside its current borders. Follow at 2anime for daily anime content. This ad uses the art of this person without credit. Unauthorized commercial use of someone else's work is against copyright law. Kendrick realized the items on the cover of Meet the Grahams was fake and dropped it on streaming services with an all-black cover, Drake winning without dropping. For Apple Music and Spotify guidelines, you may not use someone else's private property as a cover photo without permission. No community note. He can actually do that. Hideo Kojima can actually do that. Gangs are gaining weight in Latin America. This is why Iron Fist policies won't beat them back. El Salvador's Iron Fist gang crackdown led to murders dropping 70% in 2023. Yeah, New Jersey is in play for Donald Trump. Could Biden draw a crowd like this? This is a photo from a Rod Stewart concert almost 30 years ago. Most unnecessary doing the deed scene in a movie. This is arguably the most necessary deed scene in the history of film. The plot of the film revolves around how Chevy needs his adrenaline pumping to stay alive, and one of the ways he could achieve so is by doing the deed. Disturbing 999 call of a British girl pretending to talk to her mum while being kidnapped. This is not a real call. It is from an interactive storytelling app called Script. In this particular scenario/episode, the user is playing as the 999 dispatcher and has to solve the kidnapping. The Pacers take game 1 in Boston. They lost. Well, that's it. My YouTube account with 7 million subs and 500 million views a month is gone because of a group of people spam reporting me to rack up guideline strikes. So this is how you treat your creators after they've given 4 years to grow on your platform? Team YouTube has confirmed that the reports for at least one video are valid due to a TOS violation on hate speech. American Apocalypse Games. The Metro video game series is Ukrainian, not Russian. Inside the NBA is finally over. The Inside the NBA crew will return for the 24-25 season, but there is uncertainty that they will continue beyond that. Comcast will launch Stream Saver, a streaming bundle for Peacock, Netflix, and Apple TV for $15 a month. While this bundle is $15 a month, there are some requirements and restrictions. Netflix and Peacock in this bundle is with ads. Must have existing Xfinity internet or TV. Proof that consciousness doesn't exist. An atom isn't conscious. Adding an atom to something that's not conscious doesn't make it conscious. Therefore, nothing is conscious. This is a logical fallacy. An example of how this is wrong would be that 2 wires not making a computer would mean that computers can't exist. Consciousness, which is the awareness of internal and external existence, does exist, as you are likely to be well aware. My Euro summer vibe. The object on the left is, in fact, a phone. His wife slept with his brother. It's wild. This is a video by British TikTok actor Lewis Sanderson, who posts videos of himself portraying emotional characters. Breaking. Grocery prices plummeted in April. Bidenomics is working. Overall, food prices were unchanged month over month in April, while food inflation increased 2.2% year over year. Per the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, grocery prices jumped 1.1% compared to last year, but dropped 0.2% compared to March. BrainBridge, the first head transplant system, uses robotics and AI for head and facial transplants, offering hope to those with severe conditions like stage 4 cancer and neurodegenerative diseases. The wording is misleading. Is, as used here, implies that the technology actively exists and is not merely being explored. We are all fundamentally good. Yes, there are some rogues and sinners, but the heart itself is good, says Pope Francis. Pope Francis said, which means we are a little bit rogue and sinners, speaking to some sinfulness within each of us. This is not the same as saying, there are some rogues and sinners. It's kicking off here in downtown Vancouver, as angry fans have thrown fireworks at the police. Already spotted one Elias Peterson jersey on fire. Vancouver police have confirmed that this video is not of Vancouver following the playoff loss. We made it. We made it. This is really going to happen. Holy, dementia and Alzheimer's is as good as cured as of today. We are coming to your rescue. Hang on just a few months. The authors claim that it is as good as cured as of today is misleading, given that by his own admission, today's milestone was the approval of funding for a study that he hopes to complete within a year. Less than 1% of the trillions transacted annually in crypto are illicit. The UN estimates that annually between 2 to 5% of global GDP, 800 billion to 2 trillion, is used for illicit activities and money laundering through the traditional banking system and cash. You will never eat chicken nuggets again. This is the manufacturing of rubber bands, not chicken nuggets. maggots. This is literally the New Zealand Minister of Health. That is not the New Zealand Minister of Health. People on here be like, cigarettes are bad for you. Source, the FDA. Cigarettes are bad for you. Source, the FDA. Cats can be vegan. Cats can be vegan. Readers added context. Cats are carnivores. Time to settle this. What were they built for? Their tombs. Why are her legs so hairy? The reason is because women naturally have leg hair. Dinner with a 19-year-old teen mom with 2 toddlers. This is extremely damaging and is child abuse. Feeding your children pepperoni pizza is not abusive. These are the lungs of a 10-year-old child that grew up in a home with a gas oven. They're not supposed to look like that. This is a picture of a walnut. How I became a millionaire at 15, a thread. The Ferrari this individual is posting with is owned by the exotic car rental company, Cloud9 Exotics. You can see the sticker in the window. A free game without ads. This game has ads. The mascot shown is the Easter Bunny, not a furry. Can anyone explain? Cloud. Happy Halloween. Me, dressed as Santa, age 5. There is no proof Santa wore this manner/style of dress at age 5. Scientists at Stanford University have reconstructed this 3D model of how Mary, the mother of Jesus, might have looked. This is a Dua Lipa 3D model. The actual people from that meme 10 years on. This is false. None of the people in this picture were involved in the original image. What the hell are these? Ticks. This book is petrified rock. Giants were real. This is a rock. Dutch cannot be real. I slapped my pee-pee in the car door. That sentence is not Dutch. No way. They got Trump. Donald Trump has not been arrested. The images used in this tweet have been generated by AI. Sorry for not tweeting. I've been doing the deed with a lot of women. That's not true. The final 24 hours of civilization. Nibiru approaches. The pole shift is coming. Blah 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 blah. Good luck. I am headed for the caves. The world did not end. Talking about China, they are testing a new train model which doesn't need tracks. That's just a bus. I just found out that talking to yourself and making up scenarios in your head is a sign of mental illness. I be acting out interviews, acceptance speeches. I'm too far gone. Talking to yourself is not a sign of mental illness. This is also a stolen post used for engagement. AI deepfake technology compiles every serial killer into one man. That is Germa. Paris, Spain. Paris is in France, not in Spain. Atheist temples. More than one book available. The picture in this meme is the Library of Trinity College Dublin, which was founded in 1592 by the head of the Church of England. Literally smoked their aura away. Cigarettes aren't even that bad for you. Cigarettes are in fact bad for you. They harm nearly every organ of the body and can lead to a variety of fatal illnesses, including lung cancer. Do you think oil is naturally produced by the earth? Yes, oil is naturally produced by the earth. It's time billionaires paid at least 25% minimum tax. Bro forgot he's a billionaire too. Joe Biden isn't a billionaire. I was today years old when I found out Andrew Garfield's grandfather is the man who created the Garfield comic, and it was based on Andrew's childhood cat named Lasagna. None of this is true. Riz is a misogynistic slur. Riz is not a slur. It is slang for charisma. Its usage was popularized in 2021. Bro is having the best time of his life. Without the sense of smell, this dog can't comprehend where he is or what is happening, making him confused and in distress. He is in fact not having the best time of his life. Starship hot stage separation. This is a rendered image. Man who spent $20,000 to transform himself into a border collie steps out for first ever walk in public. The title of this tweet is misleading, as the man did not transform himself into a border collie. He simply put on an expensive, hyper-realistic border collie fursuit. Garrincha on Messi in 2012. I've never seen a more complete player than Leo Messi. Garrincha died in 1983. Community notes. Haha, look at this. Obvious joke.
Actually?
Elon Musk is the wealthiest man in the world, and he can still get this dirty at the factory. This is AI-generated art by that guy, depicting billionaires if they were poor. Also, Elon Musk has thumbs. You guys know that bed bugs are harmless, right? They are filthy and irritating, but still harmless. Bed bugs are not harmless. Although they are not known to carry diseases, they can still cause allergic reactions and, in some cases, skin infections. Sam Smith tries crowd surfing. The man in the green is definitely not the British pop star Smith. It's actually a man dressed in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle costume, attending a Vanilla Ice concert. I can't put up with you losers anymore. I literally just headbutted my wall because I'm so angry with all of these Sony bots lying and getting away with it. This hole was not created by this user following this interaction. This image was originally uploaded to Reddit in the Drywall subreddit. Best example for why ups and downs are important in life. That's not how physics works. Neither of them would get to the end. This is how physics works, and they both would get get to the end. We're lucky turkeys would never do this to us. You don't have to do it to them either. Turkeys are not vegetarians. Turkeys eat mice, lizards, frogs, and just about anything they can fit in their mouth. If turkeys were larger, or had the technological means to farm and eat humans, their current diet reveals they likely would. This is the transformation of the brain when it literally starts eating itself, when it doesn't get enough sleep. No, it's not. Your brain does not eat itself. This is a dissection image of the corpus callosum, dispelling the myth of unskilled labor. Correction, carpentry is considered skilled labor. A Siberian husky waking up from a nap. His fur insulates him from the minus 13 degrees temperature.
This is not fascinating. It is called animal cruelty.
It is not animal abuse. Huskies are genetically able to handle minus 75 degrees Fahrenheit, and this often lets them be used in snow and freezing environments as sled dogs. These two bullets collided, which had a chance of 1 in a billion. Name something more unlikely to happen. Regardless of how many times this tweet has been stolen, it is still very misleading. One of these bullets was not fired, it was stationary. As a result, this is absurdly easy to recreate, and is not nearly as rare as the tweet claims. Find out how iPhones are always innovating to be more sustainable. iPhone is designed to last so it has less impact on the environment. Apple has been fined multiple times in the past for deliberately slowing down older iPhone models. Despite being fined, Apple continues the practice. Taylor Swift has 52 Grammy nominees, but 53 ex-boyfriends at age 33. Taylor Swift has had 11 ex-boyfriends. How do you even fuck up that badly, Keemstar? She tomming on my jury while I Scooby her doobie-doo. This tweet is hilarious, but there is no record of the tweet author Scoobying her doobie-doo. Bro, cannons are not lethal. Out of most cannon shots fired in history, how many do you think hit a person? Less than 1%. Modern guns are too lethal. If you had a cannon versus an assault rifle, the assault rifle would kill more. That's why they need to be banned. Cannons are lethal. Cats may get health benefits from a vegan diet, study suggests. Cats cannot be vegan. They are obligated carnivores. The title of this tweet is extremely misleading, and it could harm a lot of cats in the future if people blindly take this post seriously. Corner smell. An unhinged community note has been added to this tweet. It do be sniffing though. Men cannot breastfeed. You can put on your shirts now and call the mother. These men are not attempting to breastfeed. They are engaging in skin-to-skin contact, a practice proven to be beneficial for newborns. But humans are the most advanced species. Humans are the most advanced species to ever inhabit the earth by every meaningful metric, and are equally capable of making small piles of sand. What is this creature? This is a sloth. This tweet has a community note. This tweet made a false claim, but it has now been corrected. Look how happy this elephant is. The elephant in the video is an animatronic featured on the Jungle Cruise ride in the Disney park. Tim isn't even bald. Nice lie though. Tim is bald. What the hell would you need all those Cheetos for? The man is buying all of those Cheetos, not because he is obese, but because he runs a food truck that serves Cheetos-based foods, i.e. chicken with the Cheeto glaze. Here is his TikTok. Rocks don't reflect light, neither does the moon. The moon is not a reflector. It emits its own light. It's not a rock, and you cannot land on it. Now, ask yourself, what else am I being lied to about? Rocks do reflect light. Most of these children are over 15 and 16. People that are 15 to 16 are children. To whoever keeps saying that it's only ping and lag compensation, this is on 0 ping. The hit register is just broken. On subtick, flicking just doesn't work. This user is just bad at the game. I'm gonna drink some water. Pretty good. Setting up our Christmas tree, but it's made out of deer antlers. Had the audacity to say that no animals were harmed, as if the antlers just fell out painlessly. Deer shed their antlers painlessly once a year. What the hell? The great Arnold feeding a goat on the Manningcast. That's a donkey. I am begging people to understand that according to all research, watching not safe for work content addiction is not real. It was made up by Christians, and it's literally just people who like the hub the same amount as everyone else, but feel bad about it. This addiction is real and is a scientifically documented psychological phenomenon. Evidence shows that its underlying neural processes are similar to substance addiction. What Christmas opinion will have you like this? If you actually, no joke, like really believed in Santa as a kid, you were kinda dumb. Santa is real. Source NORAD, which tracks his movement every year. Did you find this helpful? Yes, I definitely did. World of copy and paste. At the Global Index also frequently copies posts from other accounts. For example, I see why Captain America Ninja went back to the 1940s. This photo is edited to enlarge her body. This art is stolen. The original author is Christian Young A. When your girlfriend goes out of town and tells you, don't forget to feed our cat. PSA, chocolate kills cats. The post shows a kitten being fed a pancake with chocolate chips. For a typical 5 kg cat, 2.3 Oz of milk chocolate, 20 grams of dark chocolate, 7 grams of baker chocolate is toxic. More than this may be deadly. You buying this is the same person? This user has digitally manipulated the second image to enlarge the woman's body for some reason. Twitter notes are harassing me on any tweet I post that goes viral. If this tweet goes viral, they will probably leave a note saying, it's not called Twitter notes, the correct term is X notes. The correct term would be community notes. I know of 2 British women in a well-known London hospital who came back from Turkey with no kidneys. Their organs were literally stolen while the women were under anesthetic. Humans cannot live with no kidneys. I Show Speed gives a homeless man $20,000. I Show Speed did not give someone $20,000. He gave them 20,000 that thing, which equals to $134. Still a lovely thing to do, but yeah, a big difference. I mean, it was drama alert, so. Official Minecraft subreddit shuts down, says, we no longer feel Reddit is an appropriate place. Mojang, Minecraft's developer, is no longer using the r/Minecraft subreddit as an official outlet for communication and feedback. The subreddit itself is not shutting down. Really? The Pope is a dictator who has the authority to exercise unlimited power without due process? The Simpsons can't keep getting away with it. This is an edited image that does not correspond with the original frame of that Simpsons episode. Another user already provided the original frame without manipulation. This guy quits Family Guy amid Hollywood writers' strike. Them community notes be eating you up, boo. This is misleading. Seth hasn't quit Family Guy or American Dad. He is stepping away from the show until the writers' strike is resolved. This new Honda electric scooter is $1,000. Toast sold separately. What if you wanted to go spread disinformation online, but God said, readers added context they thought people might want to know. This deep fried burger is super cheesy. The community note getting sassy. I have no idea why they're reposting several-year-old content, but this restaurant is closed and has been for a while now as a result of, you guessed it, burn-related issues. Focus on improving yourself, not proving yourself. This is not a quote from the movie Scarface. I dropped my TikTok method. Portrayed in this video is intellectual property theft. It is illegal under World Intellectual Property Organization Treaty. Ninja accidentally leaked his Twitch dashboard on stream with earnings of $142,000 over the last 30 days. Would be way higher on Kick, just saying. How? The difference is about 29k, I did the math. Unless you meant he would be getting a contract. Actually, the vast majority of Ninja's earnings were from ad revenue and Prime subs, both of which Kick does not offer to anyone. Ninja would make significantly less on Kick. At this moment, it seems that the community notes are only added to demonetize the posts. Community notes exist to combat misinformation. As a consequence, posts can be demonetized to prevent engagement farming. You guarantee a win? I'll bet you $1 million I beat Dylan Dennis on October 14th. Bro has the money to bet $1 million, but can't pay off the people he scammed. That's crazy. Dylan Dennis has also scammed his audience on several occasions. A pregnant family member is looking for an old-fashioned name. What was your grandmother's name? This post is a data mining scam. Grandmother's name is a potential security question, and this user is using an engagement farming strategy to not only boost their Twitter Blue profits, but to learn potential answers to website security questions. This meal cost me $78 at this airport. This is why Americans think the economy is terrible. Based on the similar tables, glasses, chairs, and sheets, and cut of fries. This is the smokehouse restaurant in this airport. The burger and fries costed $17. Never forget who runs this. Jake Paul went on to lose this fight to Tommy Fury by split decision. Billie Eilish says men don't face criticism about their bodies because girls are nice. Nobody ever says a thing about men's bodies. If you're muscular, cool. If you're not, cool. If you're rail thin, cool. If you have a dad bod, cool. If you're pudgy, love it. Everybody's happy with it. You know why? Because girls are nice. They don't care because we see people for who they are. Billie Eilish has previously been very expressive while body shaming men. Listen, I'm not shaming people for their looks, but I am though, Billie Eilish. I hate bob pics. Don't send me any. This poster, in fact, does not hate them and would like to see pictures of them. It's a trap. A mystery hole on a beach has caused a stir in North Dublin. A local astronomy enthusiast is hoping the crater in this place could be the aftermath of a cosmic event. It is in fact not a cosmic event. Instead, it was dug out the day before by two lads with a beach spade. Great secrets. It is not possible to turn a piece of coal into a diamond-like structure by putting it into peanut butter. I'm glad shooting cops in Cyberpunk 2077 is completely optional. Never finished GTA 5 either. Ian Miles has written up 200 155 GamerRanks articles covering GTA 5, including descriptions of personally killing or evading virtual police in the game's single-player mode. I wish it was colder. I wish it was warmer. Spring. I wish I was happy. The artist of this post was Cud, which it is at the loading artist. Dua Lipa and Omar Apollo are dating. Omar Apollo is gay. GTA 6 female protagonist might be non-binary. What pronouns do you think Lucia uses? There is no evidence to support that any of the GTA 6 protagonists are non-binary. This is an attempt from Drama Alert to Ragebait Interactions for money from Twitter Blue. Microsoft Word now scolds you if you use words that aren't inclusive. This term implies mental health bias. No suggestions available. This feature has been available in Microsoft Word since at least 2020 and has to be turned on manually. If you see two people hugging, you're left-brained. If you see a dinosaur, you're right-brained. What do you see in the mountain? This is an interaction bait. It's obvious that the only thing that can be interpreted here is a dog. Therefore, the user is baiting other users to write comments. Man for man, the greatest fighting force the world has ever known. The soldiers of the Confederate States of America. The soldiers of the Confederate States of America fought one war and lost that war. Zombie virus are reportedly waking up after 50,000 years due to global warming. It's important to note that zombie virus refers to ancient viruses being revived from thawing permafrost, rather than a sensationalized depiction of zombie viruses as seen in fiction. Obesity in animals can carry health problems as much as in humans. It shouldn't be trivialized or made look cute. Since we are the ones feeding the animals, it's our responsibility. A small detail that comes in handy: the phone knows that you are awake, so it asks to turn off the morning alarm for today. Can your iPhone do this? The iPhone can do that. Catholicism isn't Christianity. Roman Catholicism is one of the three major branches of Christianity. Use me as the dislike button this time. This is a Forks interaction and is actually a paid advertisement by the user who is committing the online equivalent of publicly flashing. By replying to their post, it bumps it to the top reply for maximum engagement. It is also indirect violation of X's own policies. Like this if you want my pictures in your DMs. This account, along with other large creators on here, all do this exact practice of getting paid to reply to OF models, boosting their replies to the top. Want proof? Look in the replies of any of those accounts listed. Yo, please look into the water. It seems when they dive to a certain distance, you can no longer shoot them. Bullets slow down in water. Significant chance this is intentional behavior. No way double likes are back. This is false. This person is trying to boost interactions in order to receive more money in his monthly monetization paycheck. They called him out. Everything is burned but the trees. But don't point that out, or you're a conspiracy theorist. Sometimes I come across a tweet and have to double check to make sure it isn't mine. Some plants are able to survive wildfires due to a layer of thermal insulation provided by their bark, dead leaves, or moist tissues. Just 6 months ago, this platform had an insane amount of bots. In a short time, Elon Musk and the Twitter team removed them completely. It's insane to think that this issue was never tackled before. Many bots still exist on Twitter. Some of them are interacting to the replies on this post. I'd be fine with the scientific advisor being in a wheelchair if it wasn't for the fact she crossed her legs on camera and nobody noticed or cared. People use wheelchairs for a variety of disabilities, not only the ones that involve total loss of leg use. Many wheelchair users can indeed move their legs or walk for short periods. This actress, Ruth, uses a wheelchair off-screen as well as in their role. You be the judge. This poster has digitally altered the photo on the right. They are using the voluptuous bodies for Beauty's Starfield mod to enhance the curves of female NPCs. This the web-slinging Yell PlayStation phonies were guessing up. Polished. Game of the Year. The player in this video is not normally swinging, but instead using the swing attack, which limits the player's speed and is not meant to be used traversally. Block is going to be deleted as a feature, except for DMs. Elon Musk cannot do this. The feature to block someone on the site is required as a social media app to be allowed on the App Store and the Google Play Store. What a beautiful photograph of male privilege and entitlement. Sums up who rules our country. For 134 of the last 200 years, the head of state of the United Kingdom has been a woman. Fact. God has never made a single drop of alcohol. The earth has never produced a single drop of alcohol. 100% of all wine and alcohol is manufactured by fallen men. Nothing good ever comes out of alcohol. Jesus turned water into wine. 17 years ago, I invented the selfie. What are the most iconic selfies of all time? I'll be the judge since I invented them. Selfies, or photographic self-portraits, have been made since the 1830s. The first one by Hippolyte Bayard. We have selfies going back many decades. Miss Holton didn't even take the first one with a mobile phone. She also didn't invent the word. Better, cheaper haircuts are coming to a barbershop near you. Fighting technological progress is a losing strategy, so you are better off embracing it. This robot was made for an experiment by YouTuber Stuff Made Here. It is not intended for commercial use and certainly not to replace human barbers. The haircut the man received was not cheaper than a regular cut, nor was it high quality. After 5 years of blood, sweat, and tears, we can finally say these words. The Day Before is out now. This game was falsely advertised for years as an MMO survival game and is an extraction shooter. The game's Steam page, as linked in the original post, clearly states this. Read reviews before purchasing this game. If you buy a $50K electric vehicle to save $80 a month on gas, you will need 52 years to break even. Baseless and false. Even though the account is satire, it is being spread as fact. According to an electric car savings calculator, a 50K EV will take about 5 years to break even, considering a gas car price of 45K, gas price of $3 a gallon, and 15K miles driven every year. This is what your brain cells look like when you learn something new. This is completely false. This is actually a good representation of what feminism is doing to men, making them docile and weak. This is a dog, not a man. There is no same shape. Readers added context. Cylinder. Intermittent fasting linked to a 91% increase in risk of death from heart disease. Study says it is a sensationalistic conclusion based on a non-peer reviewed, low study with flawed methodologies and data. What happened to Jim? He aged. List of things that don't hydrate you. Plain water. List of things that do hydrate you. Milk, gelatinous broth, orange juice, raw meat, and water does in fact hydrate you. How they used to make rope before technology. This is technology. I got knocked out by a WWE champion. Jason Rance was never even on the WWE roster. He is on the doing the deed offender list, though. Girls borrow each other's underwear. Deal with it. Girls do not use other girls' underwear, mainly because of hygiene. Underwear attraction is a typical male sexual paraphilia. A man paralyzed from the waist down is playing Mario Kart using a Neuralink brain implant. The man in question is a quadriplegic, meaning all 4 of his limbs are non-functional. Instagram is complete haram. The CEO revealed that the Explore algorithm takes into account multiple aspects to determine the content that appears on this page. It considers the user's past behavior, including the accounts they follow, the content they like, and the hashtags they engage with. Can anyone explain? Notes suggesting context to be shown with the post. Windows. Removal French and Latin loan words? Yes. Remove is a French loan word with Latin origins. Never give up. Stone picks cannot harvest diamonds. Steve should have given up before he started. Nobody makes a black man smile the way a white woman does. So she apparently killed her boyfriend. Yeah. Polyavery says 3 auto theft convictions should mean 3 years in prison. Imagine jailing people for a victimless crime. Stealing someone's property, in this case a car, does, in fact, produce a victim, the owner of said car. A person smoking Fent on the train is not making you unsafe. Just stop trying to find ways to hit on poor people. Public misuse of Fent, a potent medical anesthetic, is irresponsible and unsafe. It's intended only to be administered by trained professionals in a medical setting. These were just in my feed, not even my collection. Machine invented in the 15th century by Christian priests to break the hands and fingers of scientists, artists, painters, sculptors, deemed to be heretics. It's fake. There is no evidence that it was an actual device used in the medieval era, and is probably one of the various modern fakes sold to weirdos or used as anti-Catholic propaganda. If you take out a loan, you pay it back. There's no such thing as cancelling student loan debt. Ashley Hinson's husband's company, Transportation Insurance and Consultants of Waterloo, had a PPP loan of $143,000 forgiven. Eli Wallach was only 27 years in 1966 for the filming of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Eli Wallach was 51 in 1966. Y'all, Haribo Gold Bears Spread is not an official Haribo product. It is a fan creation by Instagram user. What am I going to spread gummy bear sauce on, bro? Dig mines, merge goblins, gather gold. This advertisement does not show actual gameplay. Did Miyamoto just leak the Switch 2? Photo surfaces of Miyamoto holding what could be a Switch 2 prototype. Miyamoto is holding a Wii U gamepad, not a Switch 2 prototype. type. Guys, I think I need help. How can I stop 4 villains at once? Shoot them with the dehydration gun. Watching old videos brings me nostalgia. I promise I'll be back soon. This is not Fearless. He does not have an X account. We are aware of significant social media commentary. Some of the comments are personal and hurtful. This is unacceptable. Being able to speak out against police behavior is not only acceptable, it is crucial to a free society. Noise in the vacuum of space. Someone's lying. Sound, vibration, can travel through any medium. Air, water, wood. This is how a tin can telephone works, by sending the vibrations through a string, or how a record is played. When the astronaut touches things, his suit and body become a medium for sound to travel through. Nah, this is the definition of abuse of power. This video is staged to gather attention for an OF account for this person who I'm gonna blur because no free promo. From the United Kingdom to Chiefs Kingdom. Wales is a part of the United Kingdom. You've dropped the ball at the first chance. Relationship goals. 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. The couple in the photos are not together anymore because of the man, Andre, killed his mother in their home. She has a new relationship. Oh my, rest in peace. Developing. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has been criticized by his fans for letting his daughter put a wig on him and cover him in makeup. Many fans are saying, this shouldn't be posted. And strange concerns are being raised about The Rock's masculine influence. This clip was posted December 2022, well over a year ago from The Rock. Additionally, there have been no comments about The Rock's masculine influence since this clip has been posted. Scarlett is so mid, bro. Hashtag change my mind. Scarlett Johansson has been named sexiest woman alive on multiple occasions. Engagement farming in order to monetize misogyny is prohibited on X. Palestinian boy shares his bread with a dog. That's a cat. It's time to break free from screens. Physics in action. This is a drop shipping company. The same product is available for $3 on AliExpress. Loud meteor breaking sound barrier. Digitally altered video. While there was one small fireball reported on this date at the coordinates of this, no object entering Earth's atmosphere caused a fireball as large as seen in the video. Enjoying a moldy raspberry smoothie. Fruit shouldn't be eaten fresh. The mold helps digestion and the body to detoxify heavy metals, particularly useful if you've been vaccinated or have autism. There is no evidence that mold helps digestion, flushes toxins, or helps people with autism. Mold is actually believed to be a contributing factor to children being born with autism. It is unsafe to eat moldy food as it can cause a number of health issues. The same people who claim that humans are so much smarter and superior to other animals still keep repeating the same tired arguments. Compassion isn't a difficult concept to understand. PETA has killed over 47,000 animals since 1998, with a kill rate of almost 95%. Town comes together and uses their private boats to move a small island away from the shore. This video is from Lake Chippewa, Wisconsin. This is not an island, but a bog. A bog or bogland is a wetland that accumulates peat as a deposit of dead plant materials. Bogs can stay put for 30 years or completely move in a night, all depending on conditions. We finally found my kidnapped sister after a month of going missing. This is false information as this user is using a sensitive topic like kidnapping to bait interactions to their account. And this user has also been caught using the same format last year. Word for word, bar for bar. Oh my gosh. People along the Japanese coast are now observing a large withdrawal of the sea. This comes after a massive 7.5 earthquake rocked Taiwan. We might see a tornado of biblical proportions. Turn on notifications for urgent updates. Japan has confirmed there is no longer a tsunami threat due to the earthquake. This page often exaggerates context to create fear. Readers added context. No, that is not Solid Snake. Breaking. Lions Ford Field will remain closed until the end of the month following a partially eaten corpse being found in the facility's water filtration system Friday night. This is the second weekend in a row a body has been found on the... This is satire and fake news. There is no evidence Ford Field is closed or any dead bodies found. Man for man, the greatest fighting force the world has ever known. The soldiers of the Confederate States of America. Despite being half the size of the Union Army, there were more than double the numbers of Confederate Army soldiers captured and made prisoners. I experienced my first earthquake in NJ. We never get earthquakes. The climate crisis is real. The weirdest experience ever. NJ sits on a fault line. Has nothing to do with climate change. Researchers say the Tyrannosaurus Rex may have been 3 separate dinosaurs. Misleading headline points to the Tyrannosaurus Rex's specimens diverging into 3 Tyrannosaurus species, not different dinosaurs. The headline leads people to believe each skeleton is made of 3 distinct dinosaurs, when every specimen is of a Tyrannosaurus species. Railways in China 2008 versus 2020 by stating railways in China instead of high-speed capable railways in China. This post induces belief that all the new lines on the right have been built from scratch instead of just been adapted to higher speeds. Based on history, Vikings were the first to introduce braids/plates to the rest of the world. Hair braiding predates the Viking era by thousands of years. The Venus of Willendorf and Venus of Brasempeu both seem to depict braided hairstyles and have been dated to 25 to 30,000 years ago. The Himba people were known to be braiding their hair up to 5,000 years ago. The hairstyle of braiding or just anything in general, a lot of cultures can have it. They made Splinter gay in New Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Why? This tweet is false and misleading. There is no evidence that Splinter from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is gay. This image has been digitally altered to make Greta's boobs appear larger than reality. There are several unaltered videos of the event to compare this image to. People are so weird. Pretty sure she's older than me now. I remember her being, I don't know, I used to think she was younger than me. Yeah, she's 21. Yeah, I don't know why I thought, I don't even, that's just my brain. If you think we went to the moon, you're stupid. There are thousands of photos and hours of video footage from the missions. Over 400,000 people worked on the Apollo project, and no one has confessed to participating in a hoax. The landings were tracked by observation stations in various countries, such as the USSR. Wallace sculpted from a 40-pound block of sharp cheddar. The original creator is Lawrence Becker at Sampler Times on YouTube. Friend of mine out in LA just took this picture on the 405. This photo originally appeared in 2011 after Hurricane Irene hit Puerto Rico. The hoax also made the rounds in 2015 after Texas was hit with heavy rains, in 2016 with Hurricane Matthew, and again in 2017 after Hurricane Harvey. I make no apologies for being the most pro-union president in American history. On December 22nd, 2022, President Biden signed a bill to block the Railroad Union from striking. Yesterday, we released new branded content guidelines that impacted your ability to work with sponsors to increase your income from streaming. These guidelines are bad for you and bad for Twitch, and we are removing them immediately. Twitch still states that Twitch users/streamers may not insert embedded advertisements or banner ads. Okay, so basically, I'm not reading that because it makes me sick, but just a predator who recorded it, basically. A child cannot consent, correct language is important. He did not do the deed with her, he R'd her. GTA 6 might be locked at a low frame rate. Rumor is spreading that GTA 6 won't be at 60 FPS on current generation consoles. Would a 30 FPS lock or lower be a deal breaker for you? This rumor is simply speculation by some dude on Reddit because he claims consoles wouldn't be able to run GTA 6 graphics. Any information about GTA 6 will be posted by Rockstar. The former NBA star made some controversial claims during an interview with Fox News. Enes Kanter Freedom earned 0 accolades over his NBA career, including no All-Star selections. Kong destroys the iguana in hand-to-hand combat. Without his little laser breath, Godzilla wouldn't even be a competition. This is the first round of their battle, and it occurs in sea, before the movie climax. In this fight, Godzilla doesn't use its breath, and actually emerged victorious after dragging Kong into the ocean, in hand-to-hand combat. The clip is incomplete. Twitter notes are harassing me on any tweet I post that goes viral. If this tweet goes viral, they will probably leave a note saying, "It's not called Twitter notes, the correct term is X notes." The correct term would be community notes, as Twitter notes no longer exists. Community Notes does not harass users. Its sole purpose is to provide accurate information backed by multiple contributors that aid in providing context on misleading posts, such as this one. Deleting my Twitter account if we lose to Manchester United today. This account promises to fulfill a promise for engagements, but never follows through. Mrs. Sorry math teacher was arrested on 4 warrants for messing around with a 16-year-old student. The father of the teenager was also arrested for knowing about the relationship and not reporting it to the police, stating that the 26-year-old teacher was messing around with a 16-year-old student minimizes the fact that the child was a victim of R. Minors cannot legally or cognitively consent to adults, especially when the adults are in positions of power. What's up with the all-seeing eye on your hat? I've always liked you, but this is concerning. He's wearing a Burnley FC hat, an English Premier League that he's invested in. Here are 15 quotes by Winston Churchill that give me goosebumps every time I read them. Don't just read them, absorb them. If you're going through hell, keep worth going. The International Churchill Society reports that this is not a quote that cannot be attributed to Churchill. Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. All evidence suggests that Winston Churchill never said, and proceeds to say the quote, Manchester City have now sold out every ticket they have offered for all 19 Premier League home games this season. This is false. GTA 6 are rumored to feature evil cops that will racially profile people of color, mimicking real-life situations. There hasn't been any news or even rumors from credible sources, e.g. from the industry insiders, to suggest the game would feature racial profiling by the police. You cannot go to these planets because exploration was a lie. It gets so worse. Saturn, like any gas giant, does not have a solid surface on which a spacecraft can land on, as it is mostly composed of hydrogen and helium. Flying through it would be very difficult due to the extreme levels of pressure and very high temperatures. It would also be pitch dark. Life could be a dream. No community note. It's real. Hey Disney, the mouse is ours. Mickey Mouse's classic design and the animated short Steamboat Willie from 1928 when public domain. However, his modern incarnation and design since 2000 still has copyright protection. After Steam's president received an angry email from Epic Games CEO, Steam's COO replied with, "You mad bro?" This post implies that the reply from Scott, COO of Valve, was sent to Tim Sweeney, which is false. His reply was sent to Eric and Gabe, both of Valve, who forwarded Tim's email to him. Nothing says hippie culture than living in a $2.4 million house in New Haven. Oh, to have their trust funds. This TikToker is Polish and lives in Poland. Their home is a typical older Polish house with decor from the early 2000s and late 1980s to 90s. You can see on their Instagram that every picture is from Poland. Even cats have Polish names. It's Autism Awareness Month. Autism is caused by vaccines. Make sure all of your friends and family know that vaccines cause autism. Autism is not caused by vaccination. Multiple studies have shown no link. Please read these reliable sources if you are considering not vaccinating your child. I just watched an episode of One Piece and wanted to represent what's going on here with AI generated image for the enjoyment of my fans. Learn how to color properly or learn how to draw to begin with. Not even in your dreams would you be able to make an illustration like this. Jose, to whom he replies, is an illustrator employed by One Piece. So it turns out Samsung's profits are up 931%, and a big part of that is down to their sales of their S24 phones compared to last year's S23s. Goes to show how much a difference one great product can make. 931% increase is not Samsung's electronic mobile division alone. The main cause is actually the rise in price of memory chips due to high demand in AI data centers, among other things. Just bought a new PC laptop and it won't let me use it unless I create a Microsoft account, which also means giving their AI access to my computer. This is messed up. There used to be an option to skip signing into or creating a Microsoft account. Are you seeing this too? It is still possible to set up the latest version of Windows without a Microsoft account. Community notes is failing here. This option no longer exists. Yes, it is. However, it is not possible in the same simple way it used to be on Windows 10, but rather requires some tricky workarounds that the average Andy might not be aware of. So I spoke to the people getting food at a food bank, and here are some things I learned from those in need. Everyone donates Kraft mac and cheese in the box. They can rarely use it because it needs milk and butter. The author did not visit a food bank to obtain this information and has stolen the content to garner money from engagement. This post is a copy-paste from here. Dockers 1-0, hedge funders. It's what you like to see. Liverpool is owned by the Fenway Sports Group, the co-founder of which is John W. Henry, a hedge fund manager. Happening right now. 3 buses just loaded up with illegal invaders at Detroit Metro. Anyone have any idea where they're headed with the police escort? The buses and police escort are for the Gonzaga University men's basketball team, who are playing a Sweet 16 game at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. Excuse me, Apple, why is the calculator wrong? When you key in 50 plus 50 and hit the equals key, it'll give you 100. Multiply that by 2 and you get 200. That's correct, but type in 50 plus 52 and it spits out 150. What gives? Apple calculator is not wrong. 50 plus 52 equals 150. This is a Minecraft city. This map was built by Cubed Community. Bro Spartan kicked the lady at a book signing. This was not a book signing event. It took place during a public open house for a proposed temporary modular housing project in the city of Richmond, BC, Canada. Okay, this is probably the saddest community note I've seen. So this person is just talking about basically an apocalypse happening with the solar eclipse, and they had obviously a mental breakdown, and she ended her life, her partner, and their 8-month-old child died because of this theory. According to the community note, that is just insane. Don't worry, he doesn't bite. People who don't know. People who know. Missing important context. The 2 dogs depicted in this photo are not the ones who mauled her. She was mauled by Lucy, a German Shepherd mixed breed, and Bender, a mixed breed pit bull, on December 23rd, 2021. 2 men in Uganda are facing separate charges of aggravated homosexuality, an offense punishable by death under the country's controversial new anti-gay laws. Yeah, so apparently they did some... Oh my god. I don't even want to read what they said. To put it short, they assaulted as a disabled man and they assaulted a minor, but like a different assault, if that makes sense. You can do this with any bear you see in the wild. They're actually incredibly gentle. You should never feed or approach a bear. This drink will heal all diseases. Must watch. Eating fruits and vegetables is good for you, but to claim this juice will cure every disease is a lie. Trackless trains will make subways and trams obsolete. It's a bus, so you can change the color of your eyes now. Having this type of surgery may result in irreversible damage to the affected eye, including the possibility of blindness. There's straight bisexuals, yuck, and gay bisexuals, yay. Bisexuality refers to the attraction towards both male and female genders. There is no such thing as straight and gay bisexual. Love language, oranges. Of course I love you, I gave you an orange. These are tangerines. This screams misogyny to me. Sad. Believe women. Disagreeing with women, especially if one is factually incorrect, is not misogyny. This kick streamer stuck a fork in a toaster and almost died. This is not real. Tom Cruise stunt doubles, hanging out after the release of Mission Impossible 7. The image is AI generated. Crude oil has been discovered in Faso. This is a sewage pipe in Minnesota. This is unedited. This is edited. This is completely false. Parenting has almost no impact on how kids turn out. Parenting has a large impact on how kids turn out. Noah Schnapp is struck by lightning 3 times in a driveway on camera. Sources say he's fine. Noah was not struck by lightning. If you think this evolved into this, you might just be an atheist. The modern chicken did not evolve from the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Rather, they shared a common ancestor. Bigfoot was just caught on camera from a train. Experts claim it's 100% real. Experts do not say this is 100% true. The original poster is also known for posting Bigfoot sightings. Hey, no way I just got sent a lawsuit because of this. This user has created a similar false narrative of being sued in the past to gain likes and impressions. They are not being sued. It wasn't proven she plagiarized. For your information, Harvard didn't find that evidence. Harvard did find that evidence. Jaguar protecting deer baby from another predator. Amazing. It's a leopard, not a jaguar. Also, he's not protecting a baby deer. It is commonly known that on some occasions big felines like leopards or lion play with their prey before killing them. Update, car is completely totaled. These are someone else's photos and he's using them as a way to get engagement. The plates on the car say December of 2022, which was last year. Giraffe posing for the cameras. This is CGI and a part of an animated short movie released in 2013 and is not real. Humans may be fueling global warming by breathing. Breathing is carbon neutral. All of the carbon exhaled came from carbon plants, extracted and stored. The more blunt it is, and the fewer words it has, the funnier a community notices. Mysteries of the unexplained. That's a horseshoe crab. Planets, satellite trains, and fireflies. Meteors tonight. This image shows a controlled burn at an Ohio oil refinery in 2018. Nothing to do with the Maui wildfires. This used to be a thing. Buy a wife from Vietnam for only 6,000 USD. Guaranteed to be delivered within 90 days. No extra charges. If run away within a year, you get another one for free. The image is a fake photo montage with images from several sources. Community notes just put this company out of business. This product is made from Teflon and glass fiber. Teflon decomposes at about 250 degrees Celsius, potentially releasing highly toxic fluorine compounds into the contents and the surrounding air. Free AI image and video generator. This app is in fact not totally free as advertised. It allows you to make 10 images, but not video. After the free trial images, it requires a subscription purchase. Run, evade, conquer. This ad is absolutely fake and does not depict the real gameplay. The best portable outdoor self-defense tool. It can be used as a pendant and pass the security check, giving you a full sense of security. These are brass knuckles, which are illegal to carry in many countries and US states. Selena Gomez really had the craziest glowdown of all time. The second image is digitally altered. Additionally, Selena Gomez has this disease and takes medication to treat it, which causes her to gain weight. We love you, Selena. Don't worry. A possible GTA 6 image has has been found. No, it's not. You're a closeted predator if you're attracted to Bella Delphine, by the way. Bella Delphine is 24 years old. I dare you to go around China. Go for a walk, look around, and tell me. Yep, US GDP is higher. Do you still believe in the moon landing? That's Ryan Gosling filming the movie First Man. Where is the lie? Africa. African and American movies. The photos are miscaptioned. The upper photo is Mexico City, not Africa. No! We are deeply saddened to inform you that the access to our Twitter account was breached, and the announcement of the next Grand Theft Auto was fabricated. We have just regained access, and will share more news about the release in due time. We apologize for the confusion. The attached photo in this post is digitally altered. Rockstar has not made a post about a breach of their social accounts on X. No way. AI generated. The North Face campaign. Big Ben in London. This video has been altered using CGI. There is no North Face campaign post about this. New picture of Ariana Grande. This is Lady Gaga. No one has ever landed on the moon. No one ever will. It's not a floating rock you can land on. The moon is a solid object with a rock surface. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Dating someone 18 to 25 while being 28 plus is basically a predator. Dating sexually mature adults is not being a predator. Twitch partner Boogie has been banned. I got banned from Twitch for showing my loose skin. Twitch is ableist. This is disgusting. Boogie was fully nude when banned. I mean, the Twitch guidelines are just such a mess. This is what happens when you stop paying and refuse to leave my property. Sue me. You're a guest and have no rights. Private tenants are not guests and do have statutory rights. Could Michael Jackson have been a global superstar as a dark-skinned artist? Michael Jackson was already globally famous before his skin condition was visible. Thriller became the most successful record of all time in 1984. Kid Cudi participating in a humiliation ritual. Is the fame and fortune worth it? Kid Cudi has stated on several occasions he was playing a tribute to the late Nirvana frontman Kurt Cobain, who performed in a similar dress. Trans person. I'm trans. Society. Okay. Apple is rolling on ice. These are pomegranates. Elon Musk came to the USA with no money and graduated with over 100k in debt, despite scholarships and working 2 jobs while at school. This post is misleading. Elon Musk was born into an extremely wealthy family in South Africa. A 3-year-old boy being trained as a chimney sweeper in the 1800s. I bet he didn't grow up with lactose intolerance and social anxiety. This is not a real chimney sweeping toddler, but a staged scene. Also not from the 1800s, but from the 1920s. Lactose intolerance has existed for thousands of years, just like social anxiety. Starbucks has lost around 11 billion in value after a decline in sales. Community notes is probably the best thing Elon introduced. Misinformation can spread so fast. Starbucks has not reported a decrease in sales. Sales were up by 8% in Q4. Crazy. What is that arch made of? 2 different arches. The first image was an arch in Nagasaki after an atomic bomb incident. The second image was an arc in Kozuchi after the March 2011 tsunami. Here's that pizza that you wanted earlier. It's important to note that this is not how your body processes food. Similar thoughts may be a sign of an eating disorder and require intervention by a professional. These people ruined their bodies for clout. Those are 2 different women. The first is that person, or the second is the YouTuber Hungry Fat Chick. Shockingly, the male is the same person. Ex-vegan YouTuber Nikocado Avocado. Groundbreaking update. You can now pet the cat in Cyberpunk 2.0. This has always been possible. Breaking. Costco raises price of hot dog combo after inflation hits on profits. This image has been digitally altered. The hot dog combo at Costco has and always will remain at $1.50. Where did you get this stat? I made it up. He did not make this up. The source of this graph is an article from the Wall Street Journal. My guy literally got reverse community noted. Source. I made this picture in Photoshop. This user did not make this picture in Photoshop. Did bro just really pass up on a free happy ending? The person did not pass up on a free happy ending. They were uncomfortable and decided they did not want to be assaulted. Just saw the fork video. There is no fork video. This is just another undisclosed OF ad. These guys are obsessed with these ads. In 2004, when the mayor of fucking in Austria was asked if he would change the name of the town, he replied, "Everyone here knows what it means in English, but for us fucking is fucking, and it's going to stay fucking." The village changed its name to Fugging on the 1st of January 2021. Without googling, can you name one famous French person? Marie Curie, a pioneering physicist and chemist who won Nobel Prizes in both physics and chemistry. Marie Curie was a Polish physicist and chemist. Donald J. Trump, the most athletic athletic president in history. President Gerald Ford was an all-American football player. It's unclear if the cat is either sleeping or napping here, as it could be laying down for the next 30 minutes, the next hour, so forth. They even linked an article, what's the difference between napping and sleeping? If Bugs Bunny drops an iron anvil from the top of a building into a pool of liquid mercury, the anvil will fall through the surroundings, a medium of less dense air, but will float in the liquid mercury because mercury has a density nearly twice of that iron. Gravity is stupid. Gravity is real. Gravity is used in the formula for buoyancy. I dated Dream in college. He was obnoxious. Dream did not go to college, he has said multiple times in the past. Due to his ADHD, he had trouble focusing and was always deemed a bad student. This combined with a love of content creation made him decide against going to college. They can't wait to hit us with community notes. Whoever runs it must really hate us. Oh well, hope everyone has a great day regardless. There is not one person or side that runs community notes. Contributors can leave notes on any post, and if enough contributors from different points of view rate that note as helpful, the note will be publicly shown on a post. Not clickbait. This might be the best animation yet. This is in fact clickbait. This is engagement bait to gain likes. It is astonishing how many find this a difficult concept. 16 kilograms of grain feeds 20 people. 1 kilogram of beef feeds 2 people. The post assumes cattle are fed human edible grain. Cattle can convert human inedible feedstuff into high quality human edible protein. 2. Cattle consume forages and roughages, high fiber plant seeds, that are grown on lands unsuitable for cultivation. More info. Bobs in 1 hour. There are no bobs in this GIF, as it is only 1 minute and 5 seconds long. Blackpool Tower on fire with 6 fire engines tackling the blaze at the top of the famous landmark. As the now updated and linked BBC article mentions, the fire was actually orange netting fluttering in the wind. Yep, that's racism in my YouTube recommended. Stephen He is Chinese born, and these videos are meant to mock Asian stereotypes, not be one. To the note not needed guy. This isn't internalized racism. History repeats itself. 2013, 2015. Black Ops 2 came out in 2015, not 2013. The story, terrible. The combat, press the same button 30 times. The person in the video is using multiple accessibility mode options, such as auto dodge and health regeneration, as well as only being on the literal prologue / introduction of the game. Please explain this picture to me. The 14 werewolves that meet me behind a Denny's at 4 AM finding my location. How I sleep knowing I will never get community noted. Think again, bitch. Readers added context. King of the jungle. King of the internet. Lions do not live in jungles. How did bro know? The Uber driver just showed us a picture of my sister's butt. Meme accounts are paid by the girls in question to post these pictures. The girls then replied to the post, and the meme accounts replied to the comment to boost it. This format is always the same, and the payment received is never acknowledged. Only Up Creator has removed the game from Steam after being under a lot of stress all these months. Only Up was removed by Steam back on June over allegations of stolen assets throughout the whole game. GameStore went back up on the same week, but the stolen asset complaints keep growing up since June 2023. The new like animation 8. This is bait to gain likes. This animation doesn't actually happen. Is Rick Ross okay? Readers added context. This is real. Interact and you'll get verified. Hey Luca, we're letting you verify everyone that interacts with your next tweet. This is a common interaction bait scam. Verified accounts on X are unable to give away the checkmark. You have to buy it yourself, including the company verified. There are several tweets with these scams as well, so please keep in mind that you cannot get the checkmark this way. People love to sound sophisticated and brag about European art and architecture. I've seen America's, and I've seen what they've got. Theirs can't touch ours. In 1865, a French political intellectual, that name which I'm not gonna bother pronouncing that, fuck it, Edouard de la Boule, proposed that a statue representing liberty can be built for the US honoring the US Continental of Independence, Centennial of Independence, and friendship with France. In 1870, French sculptor Auguste Bartholudi began designing the statue. After 15 years, solar panels are no longer efficient and must be disposed of, but this trash is highly toxic and poses major environmental and health risks. Solar panel waste is 300 times more harmful than nuke waste. Often solar waste is sent to poorer nations for disposal. Follow for more. Solar lasts for 30 to 35 years. Panels are mostly aluminium and glass and easily recycled and non-toxic. The author is in the fossil fuel industry and is not a credible source. Nah, don't hate on community notes. It's best to have accurate information, and clearly I've been proven wrong that it definitely was not top 5. Still not true. He definitely definitely hates community notes. Community notes is wrong here. Lazarus Camboli is the top goal scorer in 2023 and not Cristiano Ronaldo. No, he is not. Yes, he is. No, he is not. Makes you think, are we being conditioned? While the question posed in the tweet is valid, the attached video is not an actual experiment. The video comes from a PlayStation 2 advertisement released in the early 2000s, spreading positivity on the timeline. Women touch here. Men touch here. Needs more ratings. User is an incel. This kitty did it over a decade ago. This video shown is a pre-recorded stop-motion animation, while Dream's project is a real-time conversion. They are two different projects. Dream clarifies this in the comments of this video. The Queen is being rebooted, someone stop them! It is not possible for Queen Elizabeth to be rebooted as reboot cards expire after 260 seconds. TikToker doesn't wipe her butt. Dogs are known to do butt scooting and cats lick themselves. Not wiping after pooping can have side effects such as skin irritation, skin infection, and gross stuff. Note that if you clean yourself a lot, these problems can be minimized. Twitter drives a massive number of clicks to other websites or apps. Biggest click driver on the internet by far. The reverse is true. Twitter drives 7% of web traffic referrals. Facebook drives 74. Pinterest drives 7. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and if you did, subscribe? Maybe? Maybe not. Have a good day. A woman got arrested after texting a guy 159,000 times after their first date. She was arrested for breaking into his house, where she was caught bathing in his tub. Additionally, she sent 159,000 texts over a 10-month period. Breaking news. Red sky looms over the entire New York City just now. It's happening. This is what is commonly known as a sunset. 3 years ago, I got kicked out of high school. Today, at 19 years old, I just closed on my 2.3 million home in Miami. Take risks in life. This house was not purchased. It is currently for rent. 21 is a child adult. It's fair to be uncomfortable with someone 2 times your age following and interacting with you. A 21-year-old is in fact an adult, not a child. Never going to Olive Garden again. This family just put their baby on the floor. The poster has admitted that this photo is of adult, not a real baby. If you are bored, here's how to break your thumb ligament. Readers added context. This works. A note is needed to warn people not to try it. It could cause severe damage to your ligaments. Do you have depression, or is it just a rough patch? Find out now. The Elephant/Tree is a work of art by Tony, and has nothing to do with any sort of psychological test. Any man that finds tomboys attractive is gay. Being attracted to a woman as a man is not gay. It is by definition heterosexual. Dying at 90? Nah, I'm too strong. I'd win. Tumet dead at age 23. No, Tumet died at age 23. Tell this to my Rolex watch, loser. Won't even bother to explain what is the actual purpose of such watch, because someone poor will never understand. The purpose of a watch is to provide the time of the day, the hour and minutes. Instagram art and its consequences have been a disaster for the human race. Instagram and its consequence have not actually been a disaster for the human race. It is a popular product used and enjoyed by millions globally. Bro forgot he's a billionaire too. It's time billionaires paid at least 25% minimum tax. Joe Biden isn't a billionaire. There were no reports on this very close call. This video is from a flight simulator game. No one reported it because it didn't happen. Jeff Bezos sells 4 billions of Amazon stock in 4 trading days. The person in this picture is Vin Diesel, not Jeff Bezos. Here's a photo of Yasuke, the first black and the first Bon Japanese samurai. AI generated image. The first camera was invented in the 19th century. The image of the tweet can be found for sale on FreePic. Mysteries of the unexplained. That's a horseshoe crab. The phenomenon of treating your pets like babies only began after the invention of the birth control pill. This is extremely incorrect. Humans have been anthropomorphizing animals and welcoming them into our families for almost as long as we have been human. The stigma against playing with bears in this country is insane. In other countries, bears are a part of the community. Please disregard the community note. Please do not disregard the community note. Bears are dangerous. I learned that sea urchins have a single eye and am now physically ill. That is a butthole. I need one of these. Chances are you have one of these sticking in your home. Grab a key and start checking. This post is very clear satire, but because humans can't be trusted, do not stick your keys into electrical sockets. You risk severe injury, and everyone will laugh at you for it. This superfood has 29 ingredients, none of which are found in nature. So, eating this brings me closer to nature. What brought Liver King his ripped appearance and close to nature body were hormones and up to 120 milligrams of testosterone per week. week, costing close to $11,000 per month. Keep your sink clutter-free and your food fresh with the hollow-out design that promotes fast drainage. This product is drop-shipped from Temu or AliExpress at 7 times the original price. Can't describe how dumb I feel not knowing before today that this hole in the crock pot is for a thermostat. The hole is for steam. Guy in the gym presses me for wearing painted pants. The man in the video is protecting the overall gym etiquette, according to which you should wear clothes suitable for exercise. Wearing unsuitable clothes, or none at all, is considered to be disrespectful towards the other. It is also a hygiene risk to others. What is your contribution to society? This is me at the zoo. This video was posted 18 years ago. As stated in OP's bio, they are 22 years old. This would make them 4 years old at the time this video was posted. In Britain, 2024, you can kick the hell out of a police officer and not be arrested. The incident occurred in 2023, and the offender was arrested and charged. Hi, you can't be racist against white people. Thanks for tuning in. Racism isn't limited to marginalized or minority races/ethnic groups. It is simply the unfair treatment of people who belong to a different/specific race, which can in fact include white people. That's called War 101, not genocide. Bombing a hospital is clearly a war crime. A groundhog named Chunk has been stealing a farmer's crop from Delaware for 4 years and eats it right in front of a surveillance camera. Chunk the groundhog isn't stealing. The owner planted a garden especially for Chunk and his family. Chunk's girlfriend is called Nibbles, by the way. They have 4 kids. Disney on January 1st, 2024. The video and associated photo of a man in a Minnie Mouse costume. Smoking takes place in Las Vegas, not Disneyland or Disney World, as the post claims. A dinosaur pit. If you think this pipeline is connected to a dinosaur pit, you have been fooled twice. Dinosaurs never existed, and oil is a renewable resource regenerated by Earth. Dinosaurs existed. Oil does not come from dinosaurs. How thoroughly do you wash your poultry? Anything less than this, and you're at risk of salmonella and parasites. The USDA Food Safety and Inspection Service guidance on washing food and safety states: never use soaps or detergents on your meat or poultry products. They can contaminate your food with chemicals and make it unsafe to eat. Male and female are human constructs, so didn't exist at all before humans. The sex binary of males and females producing small gametes, e.g. sperm, pollen, and large gametes, e.g. eggs, ovary, respectively has been around for over 1 billion years. They existed even when humans weren't around to name them. The community note: a rhinoplasty was recommended by her therapist as a step in her recovery process following her hostage ordeal, aimed at boosting— What? I thought Mexican cartels agreeing to a ceasefire in honor of Akira Toriyama was a joke, but it's real. This is a meme, and there is no actual proof that cartels suspended activity because of Dragon Ball. The actual people from that meme, 10 years on. This is false. None of the people in the picture were involved in the original meme. Nah, look at my president. I'm screwed. While no maxing is funny, this is an edit. Real mermaids caught on camera. Why did they make us believe mermaids are beautiful if they look like this? This video is fake. There is no evidence that mermaids are real. The pilot on my flight was just taken off the plane in handcuffs in the middle of boarding. The airline flight information shows the flight left and landed with no problems and on time. The American Airlines reached out to the original poster, who seems to answer all questions, but once confronted by the airline, went silent and has not responded. A ceasefire with an expiration date isn't a ceasefire. The definition of a ceasefire is a temporary suspension of fighting. This is wild. Snorlax voted most attractive woman of 2023. This is not Snorlax. The person in this picture is in fact Gorlok the Destroyer, learning math with Harry. This is not 90 degrees. This video is CGI. This Twitter user is known for posting videos of humans doing odd/funny things, but there are no interesting humans in this video, unfortunately. His final words. This is from an episode of a TV show called The River. The actor's name is Sean Parks. All store-bought baby formula is dangerous and unhealthy. Here is how to make a natural baby formula. Cup of raw milk, raw eggs, 1 or more tablespoons of raw honey. Shake it up in a bottle and give it to your child. I guarantee that they will love this drink. Medical and government advice states you should not give raw eggs, honey, or raw milk to babies due to the health risks of botulism, salmonella, and other bacteria. Friendly reminder that the human brain cannot distinguish between reality and fiction. You can consciously do so, but any any feelings you feel are 100% real. It is physically impossible to condone something purely in fiction. The human brain can distinguish between reality and fiction. Different sectors of our brain work for those in studies, as well as experiments have shown that our brain distinguishes them. This young trans man is being attacked by transphobes because he doesn't conform to their restrictive ideas of masculinity. Too bad for them. Mr. Beast, James Donaldson, is a biological man and is not trans. This is false advertising. The game itself is entirely different from the advertisement. It is advised to avoid downloading this game. The developers of the game should see this article. All you have to do is slow down the footage. Yes, it was that easy for them to fool you. Slowing down the video would not replicate all the signs of being in a lower force of gravity that we see in the lunar footage, such as regolith flying higher in the air. Also, recording and broadcasting that much slow motion footage was well outside the technology at the time. Cheers to the haters from my NYC penthouse. The bottle Nick is holding does not cost $5,000. It is in fact a bottle of Tattinger that costs less than $85. What is your contribution to society? I got doxxed on 4chan like years ago for being black, so they turned me into a Wojak. I was 14 at the time. The Wojak drawing was actually made by another user called One Bron Claire. We are told the moon is a dusty rock floating around in outer space. If that's the case, do you ever wonder why we see stars through it? Research Flat Earth. The moon is made up of mostly rock and metal, and is thus opaque. An observer on Earth cannot see stars looking through the moon as if it's a lens. This image depicts an aircraft, weather balloon, or something similar passing in front of the moon. Hello, I love memes and animals. Check out my profile. The account of the user is just reposting a lot of crypto tweets, which could possibly be scams. He does not post pictures of animals or memes. Did we cancel D-Day because of a little rough weather? No, play the damn game. D-Day was delayed because of the weather. The Kazakhstan language sounds like a diesel engine trying to start in the winter. This video doesn't have sound. You can't protest peacefully. You can't boycott. You can't hunger strike. You can't hijack planes. You can't block traffic. You can't throw Molotovs. You can't self-immolate. You can't heckle politicians. You can't march. You can't riot. You can't decent. You just can't be. In most jurisdictions, you can legally protest peacefully, boycott, and hunger strike. You can't hijack planes or throw Molotov cocktails. That's terrorism and generally carries long prison sentences. It actually means that it's only going to rain in 30% of the city/area you are in.
Well, not actually.
It actually means that the probability of you being under a particular cloud and the cloud starting to rain is 30%. Happy dog. This dog's movements are not due to happiness. They are secondary to a neurological disorder such as distemper. Don't say anything, just retweet. Stronger together. The account at Real Madrid never tweeted this. He makes 40k a day, is 6 foot, and plays for one of the biggest teams in the world, but chooses to be with an unfortunate woman like that. Absolutely disgusting behavior. Writing this note so OP will be not able to monetize such despicable posts. John Cena has joined OF. John Cena has not joined OF, but his character of Ricky Stanicky to promote the new movie of the same name. This is a marketing tactic. Taylor Swift has donated $100,000 to GoFundMe set up by the family of Lisa Lopez Galvin, who was killed in the Kansas City Chiefs victory parade shooting, and the family of the fan who died in her first Brazil show ever had to rely on fans' donations to get their daughter's body home. Okay, Taylor Swift did donate money to the family after the investigation was complete. She paid for travel expenses and invited their family to one of her other concerts in Brazil. Oscar scores the winning goal against Germany in the 2014 World Cup. Germany won the game 7-1. The goal was the only one scored by the Brazilian team. I'm at Whole Foods in Brooklyn right now. For those asking how the trucker boycott is working out for New York, see below. Photo is from 2022. Man who identifies as a woman claims to be pregnant. I took a pregnancy test and I was positive. If you are genetically male and do a pregnancy test for any reason, and that pregnancy test yields a positive result, it could indicate testicular cancer. Seek medical assistance at the soonest possible time. The moon is not a rock, and it has its own light. Don't believe the satanic lie. The moon reflects sunlight. It doesn't emit its own light. This is confirmed through centuries of astronomical observation, scientific research, and the Apollo missions, which brought back samples indicating the moon's composition as reflecting sunlight. Times are bad. Children no longer obey their parents, and everyone is writing a book. This quote has been attributed to many different sources, including ancient Egyptian and Assyrian stone tablets. There is no evidence that it comes from Marcus Tullius Cicero. It is not included in any of his famous works from 43 BC, the last year of his life. It is still such a shock to me that Nux Taku just looks like a normal guy. This is a picture of YouTuber, not This guy. Ronaldo, 1, has more MOTM, has more man of the matches against Brazil than Messi, 0 in his entire career. He is European. Messi has more man of the matches against Brazil than Ronaldo. This account was made to spread lies. Do you know what a bottle night is? Because my girlfriend and I invented it during a 2023 blizzard in NY. We lock our phones away, turn off the TV, each grab a bottle of wine, and talk. That's it. We simply talk and enjoy each other's presence. We live. Drinking wine at night with loved ones was invented by the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ on the night before Judaeus turned him into the Romans, the moment Mars peeked out from behind the moon tonight. This feed steals from astrophotographers, puts on a different incorrect credit, or no credit at all, then blocks the original owner. This was taken by Jay McCarthy. Just had sex, W. This tweet is engineered to spread misinformation. The Twitter user is incapable of doing the deed with a woman, and as such, has never done so. This isn't a live look, but a computer-generated animation. The poster of this video on Instagram, who was provided as a source by the author of this post in the comments, even says that it's an animation. The community note is wrong, and if you have a Cybertruck, you should definitely do this. Elon Musk added an X-like animation when you triple tap the heart. Damn, it actually worked. Since acquiring X, Elon Musk has made many changes to the platform, but the like button feature remains the same and has not been modified as described in the post. They can't wait to hit us with community notes. Whoever runs it must really hate us. Oh well, I hope everyone has a great day regardless. There is not one person or side that runs community notes. Contributors can leave notes on any post, and if enough contributors from different points of view rate that note as helpful, the note will be publicly shown on a post. Childhood memories. This game console incorporates many classic games in its thousands of games. You just need to choose according to your needs. Please exercise caution if purchasing from this store, as it is a part of an AI-generated network of stores selling drop-shipped products. The products may be priced higher than normal, be unfit for purpose, or may not be shipped at all. High T men have more daughters than sons, not because of any effect having high T has on their genetic material, but probably because high T men choose more feminine women, i.e. women with lower T, have more girls. A newborn's sex is determined by the sex chromosome, carried the father's sperm. It doesn't have anything to do with how feminine the mother is. The best one yet. Video is originally created by the user on YouTube. They re-uploaded the video and refused to give credit. Want to see even less ads? Get Premium Plus. Subscribe to Premium Plus for no ads in the timeline, and get access to our Grok AI. Grok is not available right away with Premium Plus. Elon said it will be made available to blocks of users prioritized by when they signed up. The X.AI website states that it has only been made available to a limited number of users in the United States. Shubble, Soot's ex-girlfriend, stated that they had a safe word when Soot would bite her, and when she would use it, he would constantly ignore her. Announcing a safe word is the withdrawal of consent, and biting without consent is physical abuse. 6 years ago, the most stylish RPG revived a dying game. JRPGs have never been a dying genre. In fact, Pokemon is considered a JRPG, and is still a success in a matter of sales. From the critical point of view, these also released that year. Hulu is $40, Disney is $20, Netflix is max blah 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 blah. Streaming was supposed to replace cable. None of these prices are correct. Hulu is $7.99 a month. Disney is $7.99. I mean, the thing with the way they added ads, even if you're paying for it, is crazy. Yeah, that's just nuts. I will never get over that. Dementia or not, this is not how one should be treating people. Period. Being nasty to assistants is just horrible. Some people with frontotemporal dementia have changes in their personality. They become socially inappropriate and may be impulsive or emotionally indifferent. It's positively shocking how good these lands look in retro frame. We understand confusion by fans, given the style being different than card art, but we stand by our previous statement. The art was created by humans, and not AI. Generative AI was used at least in parts of the image creation process, as some artifacts are visible in the images, including the light bulbs. 2 movies, a year apart. Same girl. Shout out to Gen Z for teaching me this. Judy Garland was a minor who had no agency over her decisions, and was under a highly abusive management. As an adult in the 1960s, she became a very vocal supporter of the civil rights movement. George Washington Carver, the inventor of peanut butter. This man invented the concept of crop rotation, single-handedly changing the face of agriculture. And these guys are still going on about peanut butter, even though he didn't even invent it. Contrary to popular belief, George Washington Carver did not actually invent peanut butter. He did, however, invent 300 industrial and culinary uses for peanuts. Insomniac. We're aiming for Hellblade 2 level of really realism for Wolverine, their attempt. This post compares a fully rendered and edited gameplay trailer made for promotional purposes with the leaked early development files from the Wolverine game. These leaks aren't representative of the final product due to the fact it's in active development. YouTuber mum Ruby Frankie sentenced to up to 60 years in prison. While it's true that Ruby received 4 consecutive sentences ranging from 1 to 15 years, Frankie will only serve 30 years in prison due to a Utah state law that caps the sentence duration for consecutive penalties. Amazon Prime and Opera GX launched a social media platform called V. X.com is better than V. Apparently, if you can see a boxing glove, you're left-brained. And if you see a dinosaur, you're right-brained. What do you see in the potato? This is a hippopotamus. A new report shows that nearly all NFTs are practically worthless. They were never worth something to begin with. Celebrities with loyal partners since childhood. Will Smith and Jada Smith. Jada had not been faithful to Will. Who did it better? The tiger in Mike Tyson's picture is real, while the tiger in Jake Paul's photo is fake. He's quitting? I'm tired. No. Middle-aged women will do anything other than cardio, weight training, and counting calories. Bungee workouts are literally cardio. So 2 women can have a baby, but it will always result in a baby girl? OMG. No. Because love knows no species. Animals cannot consent and should not be considered a person's girlfriend or love of their life. Not busting for 7 days increases your testosterone by 45%. There is no proof that nutting is linked in any way to testosterone levels. Explain how this is happening. Gradient. What was your craziest first date? Invited a Colombian woman on vacation without meeting her first. Now we're getting married. The user who posted this tweet is now charged with murdering the woman in question. Mongolian shepherd with a snow leopard sporting an AK-47. This is a digitally altered photo. The original photo of the snow leopard can be found on the internet. Wait, oh no, I thought this image was real for so long. Ancient cultures knew the earth is flat. The earth isn't flat. Breaking. French-Canadian streamer XQC has brought his sister on stream and ended up kissing her passionately. Why isn't Twitch banning him for this behavior? Nixie is not XQC's sister. She styled her appearance like him while they dated. They previously dated in 2022. Today I got an unexpected delight. Can't thank you enough. This is a scam. Stupid DoorDasher put bacon on my sandwich. And these are the people you think I'm going to tip regardless? This guy should be homeless. He can't even follow a basic order that you read off of your phone. The DoorDasher does not make the food. Viruses don't exist. Deal with it. Viruses do exist and are well documented by scientific research. Good friend is mid-20s, in shape, makes over 300k a year, has a condo overlooking a great downtown. He gets constantly ghosted, ignored for days, and is told after a date or 2 that
This isn't working.
modern women are broken. This is a fake post, copying a viral tweet from a year ago. Maybe have you considered he's the problem? I already debunked this community note in my pinned tweet. Cats can and do thrive on a plant-based diet. Cats are in a type of animal called an obligate carnivores. They must have meat. Miami Mall shut down by police as rumors of 8 to 10 foot aliens inside spread. These rumors are false. The mall was shut down due to a group of teenagers fighting and rioting with fireworks. Dealing with air travel as a plus-size woman. The woman is not plus size. It's just obesity. Community notes will say this is fake. That's because it is. The video has been digitally altered. Primal fast food. Liver King steak and eggs. Nut sausage. His real secret is steroids. Not raw meats that may contain diseases such as salmonella. A fly was caught in Mars. How was that possible? The fly was added by Photoshop. The original image is here. Ain't no way. My boyfriend cheated on me, so I'm going to get rid of him. This was a skit. The couple has joint social media accounts and often do these skits. Bro, cannons are not lethal. Out of most cannons shot fired in history, how many do you think hit a person? Less than 1%. Modern guns are too lethal. If you had a cannon versus an assault rifle, the assault rifle would kill more. That's why they need to be banned. Cannons are lethal. I show Speed attacked by a $50,000 robot on stream. The robot is just above $3,000 from their website and close to $4,000 on Amazon. Instagram is complete haram. The CEO revealed that the Explore algorithm takes into account multiple aspects to determine the content that appears on this page. It considers the user's past behavior, including the accounts they follow, the content they like, and the hashtags they engage with. The original SpongeBob character illustrations and descriptions from 1996, while all of the drawings here are real. The video itself is fan-made. I've got the cup of Christ, haters. Nick is holding a false grail. Jesus was the poor son of a carpenter, and so the authentic Holy Grail would be fashioned from clay. Simpsons were right again. This image is AI generated and did not occur in The Simpsons, as evidenced by Lisa's hair having 10 spikes rather than the normal 8. Men do not have breasts. Really? People of all sexes and genders have breast tissues and can get breast cancer. Don't forget on Sunday. The clocks go back this weekend. I'm setting mine to 1940. The clocks go forward this weekend. Jack the Ripper's face finally revealed. Here's what AI thinks the notorious killer looked like. Saying finally revealed is such a stretch. This is not his face, and presenting AI photos as a fact is harmful. We do not know what Jack the Ripper looked like. He has only been described by an eyewitness as a fair-haired man of medium build with a shabby appearance. A thread on IQ distribution by country. Dumbest countries. Many of the samples have extremely low participants and/or taken from non-standard sources. Angloa's sample had a population of 19, and Ituria's sample is comprised of orphaned children. The places with higher averages tend to have better access to education. City says stairs for seniors will cost $65,000. Man builds it for $550. Then City tears it down. The wooden stairs installed did not meet the required regulations for public use. This issue was resolved with concrete stairs, which cost $10,000 versus the original $65,000 estimate. The wooden stairs builder had a direct influence over the installation of the concrete version. Seems bad that well-off urbanite with ADHD and mild social anxiety has become synonymous in online discourse with disabled person. ADHD is a disability. The Americans with Disabilities Act recognize attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, as a developmental disability. We tried a Christian society run by the rich. It was called the Dark Ages for a reason. The painting shows the martyrdom of Saint Hippolytus by Roman pagans. Netflix made a new documentary about Alexander the Great. Within the first 8 minutes, they turned him gay. It is commonly accepted amongst scholars that Alexander not only took part in aromantic sexual relationships with other men, but was in fact bisexual and maintained romantic relationships with men and women throughout his life. No one is feeding us. We buy food which is for sale in shops. I've never been fed by any farmer. They sell the food and we buy. So let us all debunk the myth once and for all. Farmers are in the business for profit, not to feed anyone. The food that the stores sell comes from the farmers. Elon Musk came to the US with no money and graduated with over $100,000 in debt, despite scholarships and working 2 jobs while at school. We're just skipping over the emerald mine, aren't we? This post is misleading. Elon Musk was born into an extremely wealthy family in South Africa. At last, X token pre-sale is live. This is a scam. What is the point of this community note? Community notes are being weaponized to demonetize Drama Alert on X. This is happening to us every week. Community notes are being used to provide important context towards Drama Alert posts. If it is happening every week, then it is because Drama Alert seems to be posting less than factual information on their page. A pregnant family member is looking for an old-fashioned name. What was your grandmother's name? This post is a data mining scam. Grandmother's name is a potential security question, and this user is using an engagement farming strategy to not only boost their Twitter Blue profits, but to learn potential answers to website security questions. The entire Wake County Sheriff's Office family is heartbroken after Canine Santos was shot and killed in the line of duty. The canine and his handler were called to assist Knightdale police with a search for a suspect around 12:30 a.m. While tracking, Canine Santos was fatally wounded. While it is true the canine died while tracking a suspect, he was shot by a member of the Knightdale Police Department and not the suspect. Monarchy. My family has been steering ships for generations. It's a time-honored tradition we do to the best of our abilities. Democracy. We've never steered ships in our lives, but we're certain we can with more people. There's literally an iceberg ahead. Pirates would elect their captains. Our borders are wide open, and this is what they're doing in Congress. This is from May 2023. It depicts Florida lawmakers dancing on their house floor. If the victim is lying, the claims will be debunked and everyone will move on. If the groomer is lying, the victim continues continues to live with trauma, hate, doxing, threats. So yes, I will support the victim without proof. False accusations have not only permanently ruined lives, but has led some to taking their own. Not everyone will be able to move on. It is best to wait for all the facts to come out before blindly supporting either the accuser or the accused. This is a Minecraft city. Well, they gave credit to the person who made it. Name a bigger downgrade. Oh wait, Selena Gomez has lupus. Lupus is treated with cortisol that causes Cushing syndrome. It causes gain of weight and a round face, but also the loss of bone structure, hypertension, and type 2 diabetes. Are you looking for an upgrade? Get a free valuation of your current car in under 30 seconds. We Buy Any Car will not give you a valuation online. However, once you arrive at the location, they will heavily knock down that valuation and massively underpay what was offered first. Rhode Island, the smallest US state compared to Europe. Rhode Island is 4,000 square kilometers, making it roughly 135 times smaller than France, which is 550,000 square kilometers. This picture is an inaccurate comparison. Good morning, haters, from my helipad. Nick is claiming that this is his helipad. However, a quick look around Google Maps shows that this helipad is owned and operated by Manhattan Helicopters. The community note haters are saying this isn't my helipad. Who is it then? If I called the street I live on my street, would I get community noted? Choose rich. The helipad is owned by Manhattan Helicopters. It's their helipad. Just a reminder, Palworld died a month ago. Also, Pokemon Day was only just a month ago. This person is attempting to create controversy to make money. The game still has a healthy player base, which can still increase as they add more content. Manchester City have now sold out every ticket they have offered for all 19 Premier League home games this season. This is false. Manchester City have tickets available for their next Premier League home game. At home to Nottingham Forest. When your government comes out and admits to owning laser technology, it's not really a conspiracy, is it? Direct energy weapons are very real. Here's a few alleged examples captured recently on camera. The green laser in the second photo is part of the 100th birthday celebration of a laser manufacturer, Trump, based near Stuttgart, Germany, and symbolized a birthday candle and is not a weapon, as the author claims. The person is stupid and should be ignored entirely. Why did bro just record himself committing a felony? Day 4 of stealing $1 per follower I have. This video is staged. The news video at the end is real and it did happen. However, not by this guy who you see through the video. It was well staged, planned, and edited. Isekai, one of the most popular genres in anime and manga, is now officially in the Oxford English Dictionary. However, it may not mean what you think. Isekai literally means different world. In Japanese, the Oxford definition says that isekai is a genre where a protagonist is transported or reincarnated in a different, strange, or unfamiliar world, which is in line with the word's definition in Japanese. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce enjoy a swing ride on vacation in the Bahamas. This is neither Swift nor Kelce. This is from a viral video back in 2018. Kobe Bryant and Vanessa Bryant. Kobe has admitted to cheating on Jay-Z and Beyonce. Jay-Z wasn't loyal. He cheated on his current wife. Last known recording from inside the Dali moments before impact. There were 2 local US pilots in the ship responsible for operating the ship. The 22 other crew members were of Indian origin, and the ship is Singaporean owned. On my watch, healthcare is a right, not a privilege in this country. Joe Biden has never publicly supported universal healthcare or Medicare for all, and has suggested he would veto bills that implement such a system. His stated policy goal is affordable healthcare achieved by expanding existing programs like the ACA and Medicare. Ain't nobody acquiring us. On Tuesday, March 26th, 2024, Seraph announced the acquisition of the Affinity platform by Canva. Trouble in Paradise. A very reliable source inside WBD told me David Cornsweet and James Gunn had a very big fight this past week. Executives are concerned a recast is coming, and the cancellation of the film is an option. It is believed millionaire losts were made. There is no reliable source confirming that David Cornsweet and James Gunn had any conflict on set. The movie's production is still going on smoothly. Free DoorDash, they deleted the tweet, but it still works. This tweet never existed. This is a well-known scam to get people to use this user's own Temu referral code in order to get them free items or store credit. Masterpiece Cake Shop, a Colorado bakery, refused to make a customer a cake when they found out it was to celebrate her transition. This bakery has discriminated against the LGBTQ people before, and I'm urging the Colorado Supreme Court to stop this transphobic discrimination. The same customer also asked for a cake with a cake topper described as a large figure of Satan tickling a something I can't say. That is insane. Against all odds, World of Warcraft's subscription price hasn't changed in 20 years. World of Warcraft subscription has increased several times over the years across the world, with the exception of USA. It was even reported by PC Gamer themselves. Pan Solo's fiction because Goku has to block her attacks. I'm not gonna read what this guy says because this guy is a predator. The 30 FPS is unplayable narrative is one of the worst trends to ever happen in gaming. This asinine PC lame's rhetoric has you passing on great game experiences, yet 95% of you can't tell the difference between 30 FPS and 60 unless you're told beforehand. 30 FPS plays fine. A 2015 study suggests most people can discern higher frame rates when presented films at varying rates. Additionally, frame rate provides an objective difference in both skill and general enjoyment in the context of games, considerably more so than resolution. Plus, get 5% back on spending. To get 5% cashback, it requires you to lock up 400,000 in CRO. To get the lowest tier of cashback, 1%, you need to lock up $400. We need to ban GTA 6. Children should not be playing this game. Every major Grand Theft Auto release, with a few exceptions related to console ports, have been rated mature/17+. Resident Evil 5 simply can't be remade, at least not to the standards of Capcom's best work. So the answer is not to remake, but to rewrite. This article misconstrues the story of Resident Evil 5. IGN rated the original a 9 out of 10. If San Francisco's 49ers beat Kansas City Chiefs, I'll give one person who likes this tweet $5,000. Must be following to win. Dylan Dennis has on multiple occasions promised varying amounts of money and/or other rewards for his followers to interact with his posts in some way. There is nothing to indicate he actually pays anyone what he promises. Stress is a killer. No one has stressed out the royal family more than Meghan Markle. Her constant lies drove Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip to an early grave. Queen Elizabeth died at the age of 96, and Philip died at 99. In the year she was born, the life expectancy for a baby girl was 70. One would struggle to define the life course of our great queen as an early grave, under any sensible measure. This is Bakhmut, and it's not a movie. This is a frame from the movie The Pianist. Breaking. Ship collides with Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, causing it to collapse. The government is busy sending money to fund wars when our infrastructures are horrible. Prayers to everyone affected by this tragedy. The bipartisan infrastructure law passed by the Biden administration allocates over $400 billion towards infrastructure. Additionally, bridges aren't usually designed for a cargo ship to hit them. Okay, I know you guys aren't going to believe me, but this is me. I got sent back in time by Arceus, and this is actually me. There is no evidence to suggest this person and her ancestor are the same person, as ancestors typically looked remarkably similar to their descendants during the late Hisui era. Is this confirmed? Barbie's with a time machine. Hi Barbie. Hi. Ken's with the time machine. Where did you get the ballpoint pen, Anne? The diary was not written in ballpoint pen. In 1959, a graphologist left minor notes in ballpoint on some pages. These were later mentioned in a 1980 report, which itself was misinterpreted, accidentally or otherwise. The pages of the diary are visible in fountain pen. Who do we really fight our wars for, if they're not a manifestation of the public will? Do you think the United States should declare war on Germany and send our army and navy abroad to fight? No, 98%. Yes, 7. Okay, I can't even see what it says. Oh, it's 93 and 7. Okay, well I had to zoom in. When I'm recording, I don't zoom in on the images. I can't really see them that well. This poll was taken by Gallup over a year ago, prior to the Pearl Harbor attacks. According to a poll taken from December 12th to 17th, just days after the attacks, approval for war against Japan and Germany was 91%. Helldiver's 2 new premium war bond is out now, and players are defending the game, insisting it's not pay to win. If IGN's writers actually played the game, then they would know that super credits, which are used to unlock premium war bonds, are collectible in-game, plus earned with medals, also in-game collectible. This can be done in dozenish hours. Only requires playing the game. They have a Dragon Ball Z parade going around in rural Mexico in honor of Akira Toriyama. This was a parade that took place in Colombia, not Mexico, prior to Akira Toriyama's death. This is an abuse of community notes. Community notes are voted on, and if they are deemed helpful, then they are admitted. While this may be a far bit of humor, it was deemed contextual contextually important to note that Matt Atwood is a turbo nonce. We call New York the Port-au-Prince of America. We feel the pain our Haitian neighbors feel as the situation grows dire. To the people of Haiti and our own Haitian community here in New York City, know that we stand with you today and always. No one calls New York City the Port-au-Prince of America. This is nothing. Wait until I launch The Pit. It is unfortunate that Fortnite creators are unable to protect their work. I'm interested to see where this takes the platform. Jersey did not create the concept of The Pit. It was copied from Hypixel's The Pit, which was first released in February 2018. A study of more than 100 birthing parents showed that pregnancy and birth cause changes in brain circuits that may be involved in empathy and bonding with the child. The study uses women, mother, and female, does not call subjects birthing parents. SA uses terms not found in the study. Do you believe Kate has cancer? Yes. No, that's not Kate. Mark Atwood is a turbo nonce. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia would get absolutely destroyed if it aired in this day and age. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is, in fact, still airing in this day and age. Season 16 aired in 2023, and the show had been renewed for season 17 and 18. We've created close to 800,000 manufacturing jobs since I've taken office. The close to 800k, 764k manufacturing jobs total is factually correct but missing context. The October 23 figure is 175,000 higher than February 2020 peak from before the virus forced layoffs. It's more accurate to say 589,000 manufacturing jobs were recovered and 175,000 were created. This is so heartbreaking. His parents sacrificed everything for Williams to treat him so badly. It's funny in a way. It feels kind of like a homecoming. One thing I'll be thinking about as I put my suit and helmet on are the people who took the biggest chance on me before anybody else. The only people who could ever really know how much this means. Mum, Dad, Dalton. Thanks for sacrificing everything. We made it. I'm home. Logan nearly didn't step up to Formula 2 for financial reasons. Being related doesn't always mean benefiting from money. Community notes are such BS. If autism is primarily genetic, then why did it go from 2 in 10,000 children with autism in the 1960s to 1 in 35 children with autism in 2024? Prior to 1980, autism was widely diagnosed as schizophrenia. Further revisions, diagnostic criteria in 87, 94, 2000, and 2013 broadened the criteria. You know what community notes has taught me? There are so many compulsive liars. It's kind of concerning. All for money too, because you get paid from Twitter if you have a blue check mark. Maybe they don't know, maybe they're uninformed, but like, wow, a lot of people lie. And it's not white lies either. It's like actually just misinformation. Dispelling the myth of unskilled labor. Correction. Carpentry is considered a skilled labor. Black Samurai in Japan, the mainstream media will never show you. Your comments on this. This picture was created by AI. It's not a real photo. It's fake. Can anyone explain? Cloud. Cybertruck is savage on off-roading trails and handles the mud like a chimp. This is not off-roading because they are on a road. There are precisely 0 situations of disease where a pharmaceutical drug will help you rather than harm you. Antibiotics alone have increased the human lifespan 23 years and save approximately 200,000 lives each year in the US. What the hell happened to Star Wars? George Lucas must be turning in his grave. George Lucas is 78 years old and still alive. Subway station in China. This would be impossible to build in the West nowadays. This is in Germany. Do people not know how to Google? This is a psyop to make you gay. Muscle mummy is literally homosexuality. It's not gay for men to like women. Bro pulled up with 2 sugar babies. Absolute legend. They are his daughters. Everything is burned but the trees, but don't point that out or you are a conspiracy theorist. Some plants are able to survive wildfires due to a layer of thermal insulation provided by their bark, dead leaves, or moist tissues. Humanoid robot at the Beijing Auto Show. Science fiction is quickly becoming reality. This video is clearly reversed, making the human look more robotic. Her hair is falling in reverse. Train drivers overwhelmingly middle-aged white men. Britain is overwhelmingly white. Being a train driver takes many years of training and responsibility building, so most drivers will be older. Reading not safe for work is a hub addiction. Sorry, didn't know your English literature degree made you a psychologist. Also, not safe for work addiction is a stupid term because not safe for work content is not an addictive substance. If you have an obsessive personality and use it in an unhealthy way, that's the same as any other unhealthy obsession. Not an addiction. You don't get a withdrawal. This type of addiction is real and is a scientifically documented psychological phenomenon. Evidence shows that its underlying neural processes are similar to substance addiction. The next 100x is just a giggle away. This is a cryptocurrency scam that can steal your money from your bank accounts. Welcome to Kansas City, where they have all gender bathrooms. I hate this. There are also single gender restrooms available. Nobody is forced to use the all gender restroom. It is merely an option. When did Brad Pitt become so old? That man is not Brad Pitt. Rather, he is Robert Redford. Justin Bieber creating Beauty and the Beat, which now has over 1.2 billion streams. This is not the production of Beauty and the Beat, rather, Boyfriend. Dear white men, you're screwed. You're being replaced because none of you have children. Fertility rates have been falling in all parts of the world, and among all races, the fertility rate of non-whites has fallen more than that of whites. Electric cars being transported on an open deck burst into flames as salt water shorts their batteries. None of the vehicles in this video are electric cars. The battery packs on most electric vehicles are sealed to prevent water from shorting out the batteries. Snipers on the roof of Ohio Union. At Ohio State, a spokesperson for the Ohio State University has stated that these are not snipers. No shot. On my way home from California, and look who's on my flight. You can't make this up. Insane meeting him. This picture of Messi is an old picture from 2023, tweeted by Charlotte FC. Let's fire it up. Brent's treasury just burned $500,000 worth of tokens. Brent has only burned $500,000 worth of the supply because they have been caught holding 96% of the supply at launch and dumped on buyers. Skittles are mainly corn syrup and sugar, both of which last several years without expiring, and therefore Skittles are edible for several years after their best before date, if they aren't wet. The best before date doesn't indicate when it directly expires, hence the name. Meghan Markle will join Prince Harry on a trip to Nigeria this May, the couple's first official international tour since leaving their roles in 2020. They may have been invited as private citizens, but they are not working members of the royal family, and therefore can never undertake an official trip again. I attempted to survive 7 days in an abandoned city. Can't believe places like this exist. The city is not abandoned, and was locked to the public for shooting the video. Furthermore, the 7 days were not consecutive, as some team members suffered medical problems. Other than claimed in the video, the hotel is accessible directly by car, not just by helicopter. Fun fact, they're both played by the same person. This is false. Movie director denied it himself. Woke sandwiches. Can one not simply get lunch without being reminded of degeneracy? The photo has been digitally altered to show the incorrect use by date misleading followers into believing this is a recent photo. This is in fact from Pride 2019, 5 years ago. The original photo can be seen in the article below. Sonic, but as you scroll, he gets older and older. A thread. Sonic does not get older and older as you scroll. Every post in this thread is labeled incorrectly, and most of them are in the completely wrong order. Muscles shorten your lifespan. They're only cool to 20-year-olds who've never had them before. As you get older, you realize the incredible strain and weight it puts on your heart. All hearts have a limited number of beats. Don't waste them. From the British Journal of Medicine, regularly lifting weights was linked to a lower risk of death from any cause, with the exception of cancer. Joe Rogan is getting censored by YouTube. 10,000 views in 13 hours. Let's see what X does. The episode was accidentally posted at 12 AM briefly, rather than 12 PM usual schedule. Soon after it was posted, it was made private until 12 PM. This post from the host explains it. Nah, you really made Jake Paul get sturdy, bro. It's not Jake Paul, it's a lookalike. ByteDance is reportedly considering selling TikTok without the algorithm to someone outside the tech industry. ByteDance has denied reports they are selling TikTok. Community note was not needed at all. When did I ever deny her age? You called people predators for being attracted to the 21 years old Jenna Ortega, which was a factual error and misrepresentation of context. Community note was indeed needed. Man who spent $20,000 to transform himself into Border Collie steps out for first ever walk in public. The title of the tweet is misleading, as the man did not transform himself into a Border Collie. He simply put on an expensive, hyper-realistic Border Collie fursuit. Why I rent supercars over buying them. The vehicle featured in this video, and in prior post by Dylan Found Here, has been identified as the car leased out by this website. According to their TOS, they do not lease to persons under 20 21 years of age. The vehicle was likely leased by Dylan's parents, not Dylan. With all the new avatar updates, trainers can now customize their eye color. Here is a preview of some of the options that are now in Pokemon Go. Readers added context. You are always able to change the eye color of your character. It is not a new feature as claimed in the post. Woman using her newborn kid to destroy ex's reputation. Postpartum depression. Young men, wear protection. Postpartum depression exists and affects lots of women every year. Men in prison, blue light all day, little sunshine, microplastics everywhere, seed oils, noodles, and low-grade protein. They are healthier than most free people, or biohackers. 2 workouts a day and lots of sleep. No one wants that conversation. It's too simple. Incorrect. The health of prison inmates is worse than the general population on virtually every metric. Compared to the general population, people of both sexes who are incarcerated are more likely to have high blood pressure, asthma, cancer, arthritis. Doing the deed is for making children. Any man who does the deed with women because it feels good is gay. Oh, my pee feels good, this is great. In fact, if you are 40 with less than 5 children, you're probably gay. All that feel-good pee and hardly any genetic legacy. Doing the deed with women is straight. This is insane. It's so obviously bait. Shut up. The Russian government has moved to ban furries. This new law will make the furry movement completely illegal. What we glimpse below is perhaps the last clip of these heathens, frolically liberally in one of Moscow's parks. There is no current/incoming ban on furries in Russia. Furries actively participate in fandom-related activities such as conventions in Russia. Florida has passed a bill that will ban social media for users under 16. Important context. This refers to a bill that was passed by the Florida House of Representatives, but has yet to be implemented. Xbox VR headset incoming. As stated by Mark Zuckerberg, Xbox will be making their own VR headset using the Meta Horizons OS. There won't be an Xbox VR headset. It'll be a Meta Quest headset with an Xbox design. We're finishing above Villa, by the way. Bookmark it. No, they're not. 60-year-old wins Miss Universe Argentina 2024, proving age is just a number. She won Miss Universe Buenos Aires, not Miss Universe Argentina. As it can be verified, Miss Argentina has not been announced yet. I'm an alpha. Liberals fear me. Josh is misrepresenting his actual physical identity. His actual physical identity is shown on his profile, and this link, he looks nothing like it. Abolish community notes! Josh was previously called out by community notes for misrepresenting his appearance. The first trailer for Barry Jenkins' live-action Lion King prequel, Mufasa, the Lion King, in theaters, December 20. This movie is not live-action. Is this real? No community note. It must be. I'm 40 and I don't date girls over 24. My girlfriends are 20, 21, and 24. The 24-year-old, I've been with her for 2 years. Too much mileage and baggage when they're older than that. Trust me, I've tested it extensively. So I recommend you to do the same. 18 to 24 only. Understand the game. According to this AI image detector, the second picture is an AI-generated fake. Devin Booker shooting a shot at Squid Game actress Jung Ho Yeong. I'm so sorry. Devin Booker did not leave any comment on her Instagram post. This post is misleading, and the screenshot is fake. Notice how they didn't add a certain someone. Rolling Stone, the queens of music. Rolling Stone never released this edition. It's a fan-made cover art. Just in, Canal Plus has confirmed that the ball did not cross the line for Barcelona's shot. La Liga does not have this technology. Canal Plus does not use this logo since 2014. This photo is impossible to be from La Liga's match or a 2024 match. Microsoft's gaming revenue climbed significantly year over year according to its Q3 earnings report, but the massive jump in takings is deceptive. Most of it is just reflective of the addition of Activision Blizzard. There is nothing deceptive about Xbox's Q3 earnings since Activision is a first-party studio under Microsoft and Xbox, therefore increasing its gaming revenue legitimately. PvE mode is a unique feature which is available only to the owners of the Unheard Edition. We will keep you updated on new features exclusively for these owners. The PvE mode is not a unique feature. It is a DLC that can be purchased for an existing game. A friendly reminder that Real Madrid would have just won 1 league in 9 years if not for this corruption. Real Madrid would have still won the 2016-17 title if this goal stood. Real Madrid finished 3 points above Barcelona. Inflation's silver lining, higher salaries. Over the past several decades, today's real wage, that is, the wage after accounting for inflation, has about the same purchasing power it did 40 years years ago, and what wage gains there have been made have mostly flowed to the highest paid tier of workers. Earth used to be all women. We reproduced with parthenogenesis. No human can survive without the X chromosome, and it's about 3 times larger than the Y chromosome. Humans have, in fact, not been reproducing with parthenogenesis at any point during their history. Why you shouldn't visit Hawaii if you aren't a native. A thread. Tourism makes up more than 20% of Hawaii's GDP, over $2 billion in tax, and supports hundreds of thousands of jobs. Stopping tourism would destroy all of that. You should visit Hawaii at your own discretion as long as you are mindful of the local communities. Like anywhere, just be mindful. If you are attracted to a minor, someone 17 years or younger, you are a predator. So this person, or in real life known as Kylie, is a registered predator. In March 2024, he was charged with trying to meet a minor. And then other stuff. Why is he still on? Why isn't this guy locked up? Why isn't he in jail? It's so recent. Get off Twitter, man. Loser weirdo. Yeah. This tiger lost her cubs after giving birth, and her health was deteriorating due to postpartum depression. So the California Zoo, where she lives, found an unusual solution. The workers came with a trick of using pigs dressed up as tigers. The tiger apparently loved them. These tigers and pigs were trained to live together as part of an experiment to tame the tigers. While the pictures are real, the story is not. Additionally, in the hidden replies, the author is hiding these facts. The UK started World War II though. Britain did not start World War II. It instead was started by Germany, who invaded Poland, whose independence was guaranteed by the UK. Okay, I'm not gonna read it because the community note just destroys it that badly. This user is known for misleading people by giving false information. Police at UCLA just pulled guns out at an elderly protester. The elderly professor has a deadly weapon, a sword, on him. The police officer had drawn a gun, forcing him to drop the weapon and put it away. The professor followed this order. The use of weapon was obviously correct and legal. The IDF is dropping food that is wired with explosives. When a child opens a meal, they get blown up. There is no end to their evil. The IDF has not and does not drop food cans wired with explosives. This has been debunked by a military expert. There is also no proof that these came from the IDF. While on duty, Queen's guards are not supposed to move or respond to anything the tourists throw at them. When aggressive acts are made, they are to shout, "Make way for the King's Guard!" This guard gives the tourist a surprise listen. Watch. This video is a staged prank, social experiment. The original video was published by the satirical site Troll Station in June 2015. The original video can be found here. I can't think of a bigger downgrade. Then, Germany versus now. This was due to the firebombing of Destrin, in which the majority of the buildings pictured were destroyed. What you see was constructed in a poor, post-war economy, and elsewhere great efforts were made to restore buildings such as Frauenkirch and Zerwinger Palace. This image is not from the video game, Warhammer. It is generated by AI. When you have to use AI to show what you're complaining about, you have already lost. Cougars in the classroom. The alarming rates of teachers charged with our young boys in America. A cougar is a slang term used by many to describe an older woman who dates younger men. These women are not cougars, but rather predators. Most Europeans have no idea how poor they are versus the average Midwestern American. This is Carmel High in Indiana. The school district has a budget of $140 million just for the year, school year 2023 to 24, and is one of the wealthiest in the country. Furthermore, the poster admits this is a misrepresentation in some replies, while sticking to it in others. Yeah, because you get paid from impressions. Whatever can farm the most impressions is what people will do. I mean, I get it, but I also don't get it. They're truly a lifesaver. Or shall I say a fact saver? Way. And they proceeded to get a lot of times they got community noted. Only the Xbox version is designed for PC support. PDP is false advertising. The box of the PlayStation version of the Rift Master, which was sent out to multiple creators, is clearly satire? I don't know. I assume that's what they're saying. Fanboy and Chum Chum never aired at Cartoon Network. In fact, this animated series was produced and is a Nickelodeon property. Leaked Gear 6 image. Take with a grain of salt. We need the Gears of War title back. The image is a fan-made GTA 6 map details. Set in the fictional state of Florida. 2 times the size of GTA 5. 3 major cities and 4 blah 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 blah. This post presents multiple unverified claims as facts, which is misleading. The only confirmed fact from this post is that GTA 6 will be set in Leonida, a fictional representation of Florida. All other bullet points in the original post are unconfirmed confirmed leaks or speculation. None of the claimants could provide a single witness in court to support the claim that they suffered any harm. You get the same wonga if you lose a leg at work. So surreal, it's almost funny. Lady Justice ain't blind. She's got both eyes wide open. Will be appealing. Amputation of one leg below the knees. Since this was a libel case, claimants did not need to prove they had suffered any loss. I know that Lewis Hamilton anywhere. Jamie Price is spying and annoying Lewis once again. Another complaint about JP incoming. How many warnings does this photograph need before he gets permanently removed from the paddock? This photo was not taken by Jamie Price. This has been factually confirmed by Jamie, as he has never been in Abu Dhabi or Qatar. This photo was taken by Lars Barron. The photo is available through Getty Images here. Katie has shown a lack of understanding and signs of immaturity. Rest in peace. So it's a diagram of, I need to zoom in here, water. And some people aren't drinking the water and some people are. I'm so confused. I don't even know what the original post is, community note. This is all I found the meme as. Taking an all homeless shooter looter with a big wave goodbye to Tarkov today. We're here to welcome you. If this gets 5,000 retweets, 10,000 more test slots will be added to our servers. Have a nice 20-minute adventure in the blatant plagiarist game. In and out. Arena Breakout is not plagiarizing anything from Battlestate games. It is a competing game in the same genre. RM solo album, Right Place Wrong Person, will include 11 tracks. Aren't they in the military? Korean male artists can release pre-recorded content during the enlistment period. Incredible moment captured on video as a shark takes an injured sea turtle to humans on a boat so they can help save it. As expected from the Daily Loud, this footage was edited and spliced to present an alternative narrative of a shark trying to save a turtle. Okay, dogs are barking. In the original video, the fishermen rescued the turtle from a tiger shark after the turtle tried to climb aboard their boat. Rishi Sunak's unfunded 46 billion pledge is a threat to pensioners like Betty. It's time for him to come clean about who really is going to pay for it. This is Betty. Do you think pensioners like Betty should pay the Tories' 46 billion pound plan to abolish national insurance? The UK state pension operates on a pay-as-you-go basis. This means the state pensions of current pensioners are paid out of current general tax revenue. The amount of the benefit received is linked to the number of national insurance qualifying years paid/credited. Our city is in need of recovery, something I know a little about. I'm running for mayor because I love San Francisco and I'm committed to helping our city recover with hard work and decades of experience. Watch my video to learn more. The 5,000 homes Aaron claims to want to build in this video will only cover 6% of the 82,000 home shortage created by his housing policies over his last 2 decades as a San Francisco supervisor. The lack of diversity at Lowell, I don't know, has long been a blemish on San Francisco's long-held academic crown jewel. Based on current trends, Lowell's high school has an 83% minority enrollment. BTS Jungkook linked to cult speculation and controversies. Headline is defamatory and false. During a Weverse live, Jungkook shared to not be affiliated with any religion. Moreover, a soy sauce bottle and a like are not in any shape or form indicating of any cult behavior. Big Kid is taking actions against these malicious rumors. Encourage interactive learning and boost your child's confidence in math. Get it? Be aware that every 10th line is identical without adjusting the mechanism. So when a long column is rolled in the middle, the same 10 questions are repeated 4+ times on the page. Wow, they stole that spot straight from Osprey vs. Danielson on Sunday LOL. It is actually a callback to the Gary's Mod is officially delisting all Nintendo related add-ons as a result of Nintendo themselves issuing takedowns. Don't know what's going to happen to all the creators, but this is officially the end of the Splatoon Gmod community. There has been no official confirmation of Nintendo actually ordering a cease and desist towards Facepunch Studios. It is also worth noting that the email used is not legitimate. Seattleese can no longer afford essential delivery services due to the Seattle City Council. We need your help to fix this extreme delivery ordinance. Washington Alliance for Innovation and Independent Work is a lobbying group from corporations such as Uber and DoorDash to oppose Seattle's pay-up laws. Pay-up ensures that a company can't classify a gig worker as an independent contractor to avoid paying minimum wage. 1993 Sonic. Okay, short king. This is Sonic as he appears in Sonic Boom, which released in 2014, not 1993. It is possible that Google Play have confused it for the game Sonic CD, which did release in 1993 and contains a song called Sonic Boom. Pumpkins are a fruit. Pumpkins is a fruit, guy. Not only are you a fool, but you're a buffoon. Pumpkins are berries. Berries? That's not how you say berries, spell berries. You have the audacity to spread lies in a community note with such confidence in your unneeded information. That's not even correct. Perish. I did not know pumpkins were berries. I've never had pumpkin before. Should I try it? Is it nice? It just seems disgusting. Slimy, gooey, and bleh. Zoos are valid. Did you know being attracted to animals is... No, it's not. One more time. Zoophilia is classified as paraphilia, and committing acts of bestiality is illegal in almost... What do you mean almost? Wait, what? See, I want to look up which state it's legal, but I don't really want to have that on my search history. What? Why is it legal? Maybe it's not legal, but maybe it isn't like illegal, if that makes sense. That's insane. Aphrodite is not the god of attractive women. She's the god of love. Her face was designed to be androgynous. The word's androgynous, I said it wrong, okay? And I think it's recording on the wrong mic. This is like post-vascular. Oopsie. To represent men and women's attraction. It's a design with thought put into it. Unlike the stellar blade, which looks like it was designed with one hand. Aphrodite has historically been depicted as a symbol of feminine beauty, often depicted nude or wearing clothing that accentuated her curves and elaborate jewelry. She is not designed to make your cooking process easier. Every household needs one of these drain baskets. Get it? This video is a marketing strategy of a dropshipping outlet, which may get its products from a platform like AliExpress. Yeah, so update. If you watched the Pokemon meme video, I am getting that Gengar bed, and the Roblox meme video, I am getting the man-face cake. They are all coming. They will be coming in the next week, I would say. Well, week to 2 weeks. But follow me on Twitter if you want to get the update, because it's going to be insane.